Seeing from him, and I told folks Ime Udoka is going to do some things with this team. I mean, he has done a good job with this team. Dylan Brooks has been playing well so far as well. And you're not asking Jalen Green to score that much. As long as you're okay with him accepting his role, that's all.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where this whole logic has come about, where people are talking about they need to trade Jalen Green because he's not fulfilling his like what his prophecy that Houston fans have been giving him. Like he's playing the best defense he's played in his first 3 seasons in the NBA. As a playmaker, I'm seeing improvement, especially when he's like cutting and stuff like that. He's looking like a better finisher. The only knock on him is he's inconsistent scoring wise, but that to be quite honest with you, that's the case with all all like third year stars. Like Anthony Edwards was nothing to write home about last year. Like let's be honest.
No, 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 you make a fair point. But anyway, folks, welcome to another episode of the Sports PSP podcast. It's your boy Sports PSP. First and foremost, happy holidays to everyone out there. Want to make sure everyone is safe, doing well. Enjoy the holidays with family and friends and loved ones. Nate, my cousin, John Superman, go follow him on IG, TikTok, and so much more, man. How you doing, man?
What's good? It's been a while, bro. And yo, it's good to be back. And I see you still keeping it up. And again, like people know how hard it is to hit that weekly podcast time. A lot of people stop for a while.
Yeah.
So great to see you kept it up, man. And it is great to be back and meet y'all. There's a couple of heads I haven't seen, so it's gonna be cool to not debate, but all right.
Hey man, you just gotta stay consistent. Just gotta keep it going. That's all you gotta do. Last word. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, bro. How you feeling?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Luis, how you doing, man? Go check him out. He does a lot of stuff, not just football, but also wrestling too, man. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good. Dolphins had a big win without Tyreek Hill. Last word, I love that sweater, bro. I love that. That shit fire. But
Appreciate it.
yeah, big
Mm,
win without Tyreek Hill, and hopefully we can talk about it more. But appreciate you letting me on, like always.
anytime. Go check out my man Casual from the Hoopsters podcast. How you doing, my bro?
Oh man, same old. Getting ready for the Christmas time because you know it's some bullshit coming. But
I can't wait for them Christmas games, though. No, of
nah,
course,
you ain't
no.
lying. You ain't lying about that. You ain't
Nah,
lying
I
about
ain't
that. I
lying.
need my Bucks to school some of these boys.
No doubt. And of course, last but not least, go check him out on IG,
Oh,
TikTok.
gee.
He's got his podcast coming soon. Undisputed World Champ. How you doing, bro?
Happy holidays to every last one of you, gentlemen. I appreciate being on this show with every last one of you. PSP, as always, thank you for inviting me, brother. It's always a pleasure and a privilege.
Always, man. Thank you for coming on. All right, folks, let's talk about the NBA. Ja Morant, his return on Tuesday night against the New Orleans Pelicans. Bro played great. He played unbelievable. Little winded in the first half, but in the second half, he looked like the old Ja, the game winning bucket. Oh my God, it was great to see John Morant play. And then, of course, the other night against the Indiana Pacers, in which the Grizzlies won. So, Champ, I'm going to let you go first. What are your thoughts about John Morant's return?
I am so happy to see that young fella back in prime. I mean, he's not in basketball shape right about now, as we saw he was winded in the first half. He's not in prime basketball shape. But as the season goes along, I believe we're going to see some of the best performances we've seen of his entire career. And I believe that we're not going to see as much off the field stuff, off the court stuff, excuse me, that we have saw previously from him. I believe that he has previously learned his lessons about a lot of things, and he has fixed a lot of things in his personal life so that it won't leak over to his professional life. But I can't wait to see how this season turns out because he, like I said, he is not in game shape right about now. He's not in game shape. But as the season goes along and he start getting into game shape and working along during the season, it's going to be interesting to see if he can push them to the play in at this point, considering how behind they are. And I'm pretty sure that the Memphis Grizzlies are glad that he's back.
Luis?
He put the league on notice, man. Like trying to Ja went through this entire offseason, people slandering his name, slandering his ethic. So he went out there and showed everybody, I'm that guy. I'm going to hoop. I'm going to carry my team. Like it to me, I took it as a performance as y'all forgot who the fuck I am. Like this is why they drafted me, and I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna show out. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Last word.
Yeah, for me, bro, I agree with everything Luis said, but I don't want us to let the Pelicans off the hook either, though, man. They closed that game out terribly in that fourth quarter, especially down the stretch, man. I've seen so many missed opportunities and missed shots in that game from them that it was dreadful. It was inexcusable from Brandon Ingram down to CJ McCollum, some of the looks they had. But as far as John Morant go, this is who this guy is. I feel like we all know that, the guys who actually watch basketball. But this is who this guy has been. He's arguably a top 3 point guard in this league. And he showed you that not only outperformed me, like I said on my TikTok, you see it in PSP, like he outperformed the guy Zion, who many believe, was the rightfully first overall pick, which to his credit, Zion's a hell of a player.
We're going to talk about Zion in just a sec.
But John Morant just put, like Louis said, he put the world back on notice, man, that he does this for a living. It's the reason why he got the contract he got.
All right. Before I get to casual, a response from my man Brandon from the block. Go check out his podcast every Mondays at 7 and Wednesdays for basketball. His response was, "I'm just here so I won't get fined," quoting his running back Marshawn Lynch, beast mode.
That is nasty. That is nasty.
That is totally nasty. Casual. What's your thoughts on Ja?
Give me like 5 seconds. I just want to gather my bearings because I have a little bit of a gripe when it comes to Ja, because Ja robbed us of his talent for 25 games. Memphis Grizzlies are 8-19, and it's all on Ja. I'm putting all of it on Ja. Because if Ja plays, they are above 500 right now. And it's sad because, like, just look at him in the Pelicans game in the second half. Look at him in the Indiana game, that whole entire game, and you can see the Ja effect. That's what I'm calling it now, the Ja effect. He, like, when you to put into perspective what the Grizzlies like were dealing with for much of like the early part of the season. They were like bottom of the NBA when it came down to finishing around the rim, when it came down to attempts finishing around the rim. He comes in, immediately has them outscoring teams in the paint. The Pelicans, to be specific, a team that is supposed to be smash mouth basketball, he out-smash mouth the smash mouth basketball. And then you go to Indiana, and I watched that game thoroughly. He had control of that game like from the moment that it tipped off. He had control of the game. That 20 points that he scored does not like tell the full story of how much he had the game in control. He was pushing the pace, getting to the rim whenever he pleased. He created opportunities for Desmond Bane, who had 31. He created opportunities for Jaren Jackson Jr., who had 21. And this is also Jaren Jackson Jr., who, to be quite honest with you, on the offensive end, he's been struggling before Ja came back. Ja comes back. He immediately gets to having an efficient game. He went up against the Pelicans, and because of Ja's pressure, he's able to get 24 points while also getting to the free throw line 15 times. That's astonishing because he wouldn't get to the rim at all when it was just Desmond Bane and him. Like, the effect that Ja has on them on the offensive end with his rim pressure is what most impressive to me, while also the most frustrating, because all of this could be praised from the beginning of the season all the way up until now if he didn't do something as foolish as waving a gun on Instagram Live twice. Like, it wasn't just once, it was twice.
Yeah. Yeah, no one is disagreeing with you there, Casual. I mean, he lucky this wasn't David Stern. He would have dropped a hammer.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. David Stern wouldn't have done shit.
Really?
David Stern. We talked on this show a few weeks ago about the differences between David Stern's ruling and Adam Silver, and how Adam Silver is learning his own way. David Stern in David toward the end of his years in 2010. Do you know how much shit he was letting fly? DeMarcus Cousins was getting in a fight with a ref every other game. Do you know how many times DeMarcus Cousins got suspended? Not once. Not once. He got fined. He got fined.
I think the worst thing David Stern did was veto the Kobe and Chris Paul.
That's no, absolutely. That is the worst thing he's done.
I heard that. I also heard that. Didn't Dan Gilbert get involved in that situation as well?
I'm not sure about that.
But yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I would believe so, because I mean, at that time, if I'm correct, I think David Stern was like whining about how LeBron sort of like flipped the tables, and so he went and started complaining.
No question.
Yeah, every other move, he just couldn't stay. He couldn't mind his own goddamn business. That's really what happened. He just couldn't mind his own damn business.
It was the excuses he gave. Like he said, well, it was somewhere around like that the Hornets at the time, they were owned by the NBA. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, oh, when a star player gets traded for pieces like that, it's just not right. And it's like, what? As if there are like two other grown men involved in the office that didn't agree to do this goddamn trade.
Yeah, this is great. But just to put something on y'all mind, to start the season off, the Grizzlies before Ja came back these last two games, the Memphis Grizzlies were only attempting like, I think it's like 25 shots around the rim.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to them, and just like that, they're attempting 37. That's 12 extra possessions at the rim. And OG, what's the highest quality shot in basketball?
Closest to the rim.
Like, this is how great of Ja is. Ja ain't no top three. He ain't no top 3 point guard. It's not a conversation. But how great he is when he is on point, when he's on the floor, there's very little players, forget point guards, just players, period, that are as electrifying and as game changing as he is.
No question about it. Go ahead, champ.
Do you think if he had started, and this is a question for the full panel, including UPSP, do you think if Ja had started the entire season, would he be in the MVP race right now, considering what he did just over the past few games?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I would say no too. And,
yeah, absolutely not.
I don't think he would have been in the MVP discussion. He would definitely be in the All-Star conversation. I mean, it's hard to ignore what Embiid, Luka, and all the other cats are doing, and we're going to talk about that later.
Okay.
But Nate,
Steph D-Book, Shea. No, he wouldn't have been an All-Star either.
I would say, just going off of what Casual said, I wouldn't. Although he put a lot of blame on Ja, and Ja definitely deserves blame, you gotta put blame on Memphis. The organization did a really bad job keeping depth. They got hurt, a lot of injuries. And I think that's more of an impact of doing well. Because honestly, when they had Tyus Jones and Ja was out, and you had Tyus, Brandon Clark playing, and on top of that, just a little bit more positive energy from that team. Like when you lose those first couple of games, you start 1-6, and you have injuries, and on top of that, you don't have a pure point coming off the bench that can like really get guys into their spots. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. So I think their depth hurt them too. I don't agree with Ja being an MVP candidate because Ja doesn't have the statistical dominance the other guys have.
Right.
Like Jokic is averaging like 30, 15, and 15 with being like a top 2, top 3 seed. Like that hurts. Yeah. Like there's no way you're going to be able to compete with Luka's numbers. There's no way you're going to be able to compete. Even like when you compare him with Shai, what Shai's doing in fourth quarters is like Giannis. So I don't think the MVP race is going to be a guards for a long time because of just the way that these big PGs, if you want to call them, like Luka, low-key Jokic is a PG if you want to call it, a PG from the post.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Take the ball up in transition.
Oh my God.
Certain situations.
Casual, that's a conversation for a different day.
I know. I'm not going to do it.
I want you to maintain your composure. It's holiday season.
I am.
If he gets the ball and he pushes it in transitions and guys are running with him, he's a point guard in that situation in the same way that Magic Johnson was a point guard in those situations. Getting the rebound, pushing it in transition. He wasn't necessarily the guy taking the ball up every single time. Like I think those big guys who are the hubs of their team's offenses, where they're making every pass, making every.
Oh, okay. So are you saying that essentially Jokic plays the point guard role in that sense? Like he's basically like doing what you're programmed to think point guards are supposed to do.
He's a point guard in the same way like James would be a PG, in the same way that like he's a point guard in situations when he's in transition, he becomes the PG.
Then no, I disagree. I think he's if you want to say he's a play initiator or he is
but I think that's
I don't think that's not a point guard in my eyes. I think a point guard is a player that is playing at the point guard position. That plays at the point guard position, and that's a point guard. But there's plenty of play initiators that don't play the point guard position.
I agree. I think I agree with your side. It depends on how you see the game, but I'm more so like on that Jalen Rose side, where I feel like positions were created for people to be able to keep up with the game. Like when I watch Jokic play, when he's catching the ball and he's running in transition, he's not a point guard on that possession. When he's pushing the break and setting guys up from the post, he's a point for me. He's a point guard in those positions.
So when Giannis is pushing down, when Giannis is pushing the pace down the court, is he a point guard to you?
I mean, the Giannis situation is different because of the fact that, like, when you really address his handle, the fact that he can't play in the half court.
But he's initiating the play as well. Like Jokic's ball handling skills isn't better than Giannis's.
But not in the half court, though.
Even in the half court, he's not.
No, in the half court, Giannis is a lot more of a roller. Like he's actually better as a roller.
Jokic isn't.
Jokic roller or a ball handler in the pick and roll. He has the option to be both.
So who is turning into the roller for Jokic? So if Jokic is manning a pick and roll situation, who is that roller?
It could be Aaron Gordon. He could play in the short roll like how Draymond Green does it on the Warriors, where he catches up on the short roll and he can find guys like Aaron Gordon on the dunker spot. Like there's a lot of ways that you can use him. And on the Warriors, they consider Steph to not be a pure point. Some people.
But you're alluding to how fantastic of a playmaker he is, which I agree. But I don't think that makes him a point guard.
I mean, he's not a point guard necessarily officially, but when you look at how he actually performs on the court and his role, it's that of a point guard in a lot of senses. The only thing is maybe he doesn't take the ball up the court and you'll have Jamal Murray split a lot of those roles taking the ball up, like Jamal Murray is a PG. But when you look at what Jokic does taking the ball up and attacking in transition and what he does in the post, what he can do in a short roll like Draymond.
He set up a lot of their plays too. He sets up a lot of their plays.
All I'm saying is if you want to give that title to Jokic, then you have to do the same thing to Giannis. You have to do the same thing to LeBron, Devin Booker as of right now, because Devin Booker, who is a shooting guard, is also playing as a lead facilitator, a lead shot creator. He's playmaking for his team on a consistent basis. So I think you would have to call him a point guard. Like there's so many people, and it just overcomplicates it. I think if you call them like that they're very, very competent as play initiators, I feel like that is a better role to a better box to put them in than just bundling everybody up into the point guard box, because we're in a league at this point in the in this era where everybody is very, very competent in running plays and creating opportunities for their teammates.
Right. But I'm not sure if there's a lot of fours that can do that. Like when you look at the great,
I'm about to say that. I think the difference is the level he's doing it at, not necessarily him just doing it. I think that's what he.
Okay. So then, is Draymond a point guard? Because Draymond was doing it successful in his prime as well.
For the Warriors in that system, he was the facilitator. Yes.
Yeah. So would you call him the point guard?
I mean, you could make the argument. I don't get why that's such a bad
Would you
take.
call it? No, but would you call it a point guard?
I wouldn't call it a point guard because
I wouldn't call him a point guard. No, I wouldn't.
But you can make that.
All right. Okay.
Right, guys, we gotta let Trey speak.
Yeah.
Trey, what's your thoughts on Ja's return and stuff?
Yeah, he did his thing, but I could just tell he looked it real rusty. I was like, yo, this dude, he wasn't jumping. ducking or nothing. I was like, yeah, he rusty.
You weren't impressed by his performance against the Pelicans? Not one bit?
No, because it's the Pelicans. The Pelicans always blow leads. They've been blowing leads all year.
All right. All right. All right. Let's move on to a next subject. Zion Williamson. According to the Athletics, Mike Yukonov, if I mispronounced the name, I apologize. The final 3 years of Zion Williamson's contract is non-guaranteed. Says here that the former number 1 overall pick sat out more than 22 games last season, which triggered a clause that turns his salary from guaranteed to non-guaranteed for the 2025, 2026, and 2027 season. And if should Williamson also miss a significant number of games this season, he could take a financial hit in next year as well. Now, we all know that the Pelicans, they put a weight clause in his contract to keep his body fat and weight below 295. So, Casual, I'm going to let you go first if you feel comfortable going first. What are your thoughts about the Pelicans and what they should do with Zion?
So when it comes to Zion, I feel like they need to figure out a direction. And when I say they need to figure out a direction, they need to figure out whether they want to fully commit to Brandon Ingram or whether they want to fully commit to Zion Williamson. Because ultimately, whichever one they choose will decide which one will be replaced and which one won't. In my opinion, I think that they should go to Brandon Ingram route. Here's the thing about Zion. Zion is so interesting because everything that he has developed, that he has shown that he was developing within like the first 3 years. Granted, it was a small sample size because he played 24 games, and he played 61, and he played 29. So I understand if that's your argument, but he was showing like ability to like be a competent rebounder, a great rebounder on some occasions, while also developing an ability to be able to create for his teammates on a more consistent level. I think he averaged like 4.6 like the last year before he went down with his injury. And although he's averaging 4.6 this year, if you watch Pelicans games, it just looks different. He was crashing like towards the rim and like in like quick reactions to get the ball to Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones, Jose Alvarado. Like these players will benefit off of Zion last year so much more than they are this year. This year, they're benefiting off of Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, like, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to my boy Brandon Ingram.
He's been balling.
But he is special, bro. He is special. And niggas need to get on board. Brandon Ingram, forget this KD-like conversation. Brandon Ingram is the next Brandon Ingram. That Brandon Ingram is a bucket. He is also developed on the playmaking end, while also becoming more solid of a defender. If they went the route of building around Brandon Ingram, I don't think not one soul will have a problem with it. And the reason why they won't have a problem with it is because in every big game that the Pelicans have had so far this season, guess who shows up? Guess who showed up against Sacramento in the in-season tournament when Zion Williamson scored 10 points? And only attempted 8 shots. Guess who showed up? Brandon Ingram.
No question.
Brandon Ingram decided, nah, we ain't going out like that. We were getting blown out in the first quarter by Sacramento. You know what I'm finna do? I'm finna cut on that mid-range magician, and I'm gonna show y'all what it's about. He scored 30 on 20 attempts, getting to the line 9 times. Like you can't make this up while also grabbing 8 rebounds and 6 assists. This year he is going above and beyond in a situation where he shouldn't be going above and beyond because this is not his team. If it's not apparent to you guys, the Pelicans are built around Zion and Brandon Ingram is in his world. He's just living in it. But in my opinion, I feel like Zion's weight problems, along with the fact that it's grown more and more apparent to me this year that his finishing within like his first 3 seasons it's an aberration at this point because his weight is fluctuating so much. He's not able to maintain the same level of athleticism that he had. He's still able to jump out the gym, but the control that he had in his first 3 seasons is just not there. It's not there. And mix that in with the fact that he's not a good 3-point shooter. He hasn't been. He's never been, but he especially isn't this year. And his
Right.
playmaking has regressed. And rebounding wise, man, don't get me started with that man. And defensively, he's bad. Like all around, Zion Williamson has become a significantly worse player. And for that, I feel like they should move off of him and they should start building this team around Brandon Ingram.
Before I move on to somebody else, Casual, you mentioned on your podcast, and I was checking you out last week, and go like and subscribe to Casual's podcast. You wouldn't rule out a Pascal Siakam trade for Zion, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely not. I think what Pascal would bring to this roster, I think one of the problems that the Pelicans have is they don't really have a front court like presence on the defensive end. Valanciunas is not that much of a presence, and Zion Williamson is not either. But I think
Right.
what Pascal brings would bring to any team, and this I've been throwing Pascal's name in multiple trades to many like teams that want to end up making that leap into like contention. He is a versatile forward that can be able to play the 3 or the 4 and even the 5 in some instances, being a solid rebounder, being a competent playmaker while also giving you a good mid-range shooting. We have this joke in the community where we call him the human Beyblade, and that's true because he spins. He is so like adamant on the spin move, but it's so efficient. And so I feel like if you pair him alongside Brandon Ingram and you give them quality spacing like Trey Murphy and Jose Alvarado, I say, and what's the other guy? He's a rookie this year. I'm trying to remember what's my guy's name?
Jordan Hawkins.
Yeah, Jordan Hawkins.
Jordan Hawkins.
Mhm.
And you pair him along with Jordan Hawkins, I see no reason why they couldn't end up pushing themselves into consistent relevancy, where they're not fighting for play-in spot. They're realistic playoff team because there's no reason why the Timberwolves are ahead of the Pelicans. If we're being quite honest, there's no reason why the Timberwolves should be number 1, and they are not in the playoffs picture.
Okay. Nate?
For me, when it comes to this, I kind of, because this conversation has been brought, like this is like our 100th conversation. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from more of he has a problem. Because if the money doesn't motivate him, then he has to have an addiction to food. I think he has an addiction to food. He has there's something that he's not able to fight his addiction to food. And the reason why, like, I'm looking at it more so in that perspective is because everybody has vices. Like there's people that we know right now that are obese, that are eating themselves to death, and there's no amount of money that's worth any percentage of your life, and there's people eating themselves to death right now. So this guy, like, for money is not worth your life, and there's people right now eating themselves to death, and they're trying to tell this man that for some reason he can't figure himself out because of money. So I know food, we're in a nation where people have a very like unhealthy relationship with food. So if his diet is the issue, then I'm looking at it from like how can we help him? How can we help him with this issue? Because it's obviously an issue. It's costing him millions. But if it's a working out problem and he's not showing up to the gym either, now I'm like, all right, this guy doesn't care about basketball, actually. You know what I mean? If he's in the gym, he's working out, but the food is the problem, I look at it from a different perspective. But if it's like him, he's not working out in the off season and he's eating himself out of games, it's like, now this guy doesn't care about basketball. How do you figure out a way to recoup some money? Because he's not a professional. I don't think it's fair for the Pelicans to like waste their season away for this guy if he doesn't even want to play. He hasn't gotten any better. That's the worst part. He hasn't added anything to his bag. He's got the same move set. He still can't shoot the basketball. It's like, bro, we're waiting for you. The worst part is like they're waiting for him to take his mantle. I've never seen a more patient franchise with a player. Like, when was the other than maybe Ben Simmons, maybe? Like where they waited and said, hey, like it's yours to take. Lose some weight. You know, hopefully you can give us 50 games maybe in a regular season. And if you get to the playoffs, we can play. So
All
that's
right.
my conclusion with this. So it's like, I say look at it from what's the real problem? If it's food, then figure out a way to help. Because clearly it's not money that's going to motivate them.
All right. Trey?
Well, I really don't think it's because he is that. Because I've seen him in the off season. It's not like he's not trying to lose weight because he tries to lose weight. It's can he keep the weight off of him during the season? Because like if I'm watching him in the off season, I'm like, okay, he's working out, trying to lose the weight. But then when you get in the season, you be like, man, he just looks the same.
Yeah, they need to chill with that Photoshop shit. They be making it seem like every summer this nigga
Yeah,
be looking like the Hulk. And then he
they-
come back into the season and be like, this nigga look like the Hulk when he ate all the pancakes and shit.
Nah, I agree.
Mhm.
Some misinformation from the media too. Maybe like that's throwing us off too. Like what?
that's been the problem. They even did that last
Right.
year in his rookie year during the bubble. But go on, Trey.
But I think he just has a problem with keeping the weight off of him. And plus, I really don't think I think he don't want to play for New Orleans. I think he wants to leave. I think he wants to get up out of there. He does not want to be in New Orleans because even when he got drafted by New Orleans, he didn't want to go.
All right. Last word.
To be honest with you, man, it's tough for me, man, because I'm a huge Zion guy, man. I've been watching this man since high school, and if any of you all follow me on TikTok, you know that, like, I've been supportive of this man and giving him the benefit of the doubt. But it comes a point where it's just unprofessional, and it comes a point where you do start to question his love and just overall care for the game, because it's at a point now where it's not just about basketball. Like, it's like what my man was alluding to. It's about his health now at this point. Like, this is a guy who's always been a bigger guy. Don't get me wrong. He's never been small. But the issue is now starting to truly affect your daily life, and is also affecting your pockets. And if that can't motivate you to, shred 15, 20 pounds, then at this point it's really hard to tell what will. And what makes it frustrating is because despite the fact that he hasn't gotten better, which I agree with, he still is giving you 22 and 6 a night. And he's doing that off of an effort of nothing but pure talent. If he puts in the work, just a little bit of work, we talking about a guy who would easily be 25 and 9. Like, that's crazy to say, because we seen what he was when he first hit the scene. And we seen it the first night. His jumper isn't great, but it's something that can be worked on. And that's what makes it frustrating the most. And it kills me because when you watch him play, when he owned his game, like the game he played against the Sixers when Embiid was out, the man gave 33 and 11, 12 shooting, bro. Like, it's there. And that's why they are patient with him. But he just does not seem to have that same drive at this point, like someone like a LeBron, or like a not let me not even say a great like that, like a Anthony Edwards. Let's say Ant-Man. He doesn't have that same drive to me. I don't see it in him. Like, it's frustrating, man.
Luis?
I mean, it's kind of hard to look at it because everybody looks at it from different angles. But the way I look at it is the fact that they had to put a weight clause in his contract. That just shows me like they think he's very unprofessional. Because at the end of the day, you're an athlete, bro. You're an athlete. You're getting paid millions of dollars. No matter what, you got to look the part. You got to keep yourself in shape. You're an athlete. Anybody will tell you that. But if you ask me, if you ask me, I feel like this man is depressed. That's what I feel like. because I've been I don't want to be personal, but I've been through the point where I've been addicted to food. You know what I'm saying? I was like over 200, now I'm like a $170. So I've been to a point where I understand like maybe it could be the food, because we talk about John Morant's off the court antics. Zion is not a saint either. Having babies with fucking porn stars and shit, having your text messages being leaked
But did you
out.
see what she said the other day? And not to cut you
Bro.
off, but did y'all see that shit?
This shit's crazy, bro. It's
I'm sorry.
like
I don't mean to laugh.
good. No, you good,
I
but it's
was like,
but it's
oh
the
my
truth
God.
though. It's like people, like we talk so much about Jaws off the court antics. Zion's not a saint either. Like you're doing the unprofessional shit, like knowing who you are, how hyped up you are as a player, getting girls pregnant, you're having text messages leaked or whatever. So I'm looking at it as this dude is probably depressed because he realized he messed up and he's just eating his feelings away. And that's where I'm at with that. But
I could definitely see that. I didn't even think about that.
but I just hope the dude gets help, because I understand how it feels like, people to criticize you about being overweight, and especially with the hype Zion got in. Like we're not talking like this guy was Paolo Banchero, because Paolo didn't have the hype Zion came in. Like Zion was literally hyped up to be the next face, like the face of this next generation. So the hype that he's getting and stuff like that, I feel like don't you guys think maybe the pressure is getting a little too much to him too, with his off the field antics?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Maybe the pressure might be
agree
too
with that.
much. Maybe people need to
Everyone
let-
not built for that, bro.
yeah,
You're
maybe
absolutely
he's
right.
not maybe he's not like that. I mean, this is a kid who was getting generational fucking videos in high school through Duke and now through the NBA, like being hyped up. Maybe the pressure's finally getting to him, and he's been doing it for a long
Don't
time.
forget too, Luis, when he got the Duke, man, he literally, the moment he got the Duke, man, they literally sold out at every home game they had, bro.
Immediately, what was the expectation for Duke? It was championship.
It literally was box office, bro. Like,
But literally, the expectation for Duke immediately, as soon as they got Zion, was championship or bust. Then they added RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish. It was championship or bust. They didn't win the championship. He got slandered. Now we look into the NBA, overweight, off the court antics or whatever. He's getting slandered. So I'm looking at it at a point of view like the pressure's getting to him. He sees he's getting slandered. He's eating his feelings away, and he's depressed. So I hope personally he gets the help he needs, because it's a lot he's going through.
I never thought I'd get to the point of where I'd say that Bam Adebayo is better than Zion Williamson.
Yeah, let's go.
But here
Love
we are.
it.
Champ.
well,
What says
you
you,
said
man?
that like my boy Bam, I like that.
Oh, y'all, let's let Champ speak.
Let me come to the table and let me eat real quick. Big guy love eating. So I will say this, as a former athlete myself, we all love the trappings of success. Am I right or wrong?
No question.
But some of us hate the preparation in order to be great. See, a lot of us love what success brings to us, but we don't necessarily like the game. We love the women. We love the invitation to the golf course. We love the invitation to the parties. We love our name. We love the fact that we have a huge ass contract. We love that we can drive all these cars and bang all these girls. But guess what? We hate the fact, we hate the process of going out to be great. And that is the problem with not only him. We've seen this before. We saw this in the boxing world with Riddick Bowe. We saw this in the boxing world with Riddick Bowe. When you, and I can say this from experience, I was a boxer. I was an amateur boxer. When you let your weight go up and down, it erodes your reflexes eventually, and you don't get that snapping them punches like you used to. And after a while, you're going to come up on a situation where, hey, you're trying to get something going with you, but you can't. Luckily for a lot of us, we get out of there before that time even comes. But a lot of times people don't want to acknowledge this. People want to talk about depression. People want to talk about being in these feelings. It's a process in order to be great. Everybody in our own perspective way on this podcast, to include Trey, PSP, everybody, we have to go through a process in order to be great, whether it's making videos, whether it's preparing for podcasts, whether it's doing anything like that. We have to prepare to be great. And guess what? Once we get bigger than what we are, which every last one of us prospectively will, we have to prepare even damn more. So guess what? In order to get there, and we can't start leaning on the name in order to get us where we are. Because if you start leaning on that, people are going to ask, okay, where's the new product at? How have you switched up? How have you advanced yourself over the course of the last couple of months?
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I hear that too. I thought I
Yeah.
was tripping.
No, that ain't me.
But
I don't think that's me.
I think that's Trey.
Yeah, but to piggyback off of what Champ said, there's one person. Hold on, let me cut this fan off real quick.
That's what it was. Oh, shit.
Then that
Oh
makes
shit.
sense.
Yeah, it
That
was.
makes sense.
you have to
That-
prepare in order to be great, and that's the problem. Everybody wants to talk about.
Well,
you know,
to piggyback off of what
go ahead. But yeah, you have to prepare yourself.
Yeah, let me to piggyback off of what Champ was saying. Remember what happened to Sean Kemp?
What did we
What
talk
about
about
you?
that?
Everybody
PSP?
was like,
Oh,
man,
you
this
talking
Yes,
about
we
Sean Clump? Yeah.
he was in
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
he
Yes, we
was
did.
in physical shape. He was like boom. He was like early on. He was in physical shape. He was dunking on people, and then all of a sudden, the lockout happened. Then people started to notice, like, wait a minute, like
Yeah.
Sean Kemp is like overweight.
I think the
Then
person
later on, it
that's,
just got worse and worse.
I think the person that Zion needs to talk to is Charles Barkley. And I think here's why casual. Here's why casual. Charles has said it, and he said it countless time and time and time. Moses Malone, great basketball player, rest his soul, told him, "Why am I not playing?" And Moses looked at him dead in the face and told him, "You fat and lazy." And I think with Zion, I just don't think that. I got to be honest. I just don't think he's committed. Because, yeah, I understand he's dealing with some mental issues. I understand he may be dealing with some problems. But at the same time, you are a professional athlete. Part of your job as a professional athlete is to make sure that you are in shape and condition. His weight coming out of college was a problem. Because if he was that big coming out of college, what do you think you're going to be in the professional level? Even bigger. If his weight wasn't a problem, the Pelicans would have never put a weight clause in his contract to keep his body weight and body fat at 295. I think for Zion, he needs to be traded. I think he has to be traded and go somewhere. But the question is, where? I've heard some people say Miami because of Pat Riley, Mickey Arison. As much as I would love to see that because they are no tolerance, no nonsense, it's still South Beach. And you can get distracted in South Beach.
Trade him to a small market, PSP.
Yeah. You
Trade him
got to
to
send him
the
to
fucking
us.
Pacers
You got to
or
send him to us. I don't know, Indiana, whatever the case may be.
I think
It seemed like he never wanted to be there in New Orleans. And a lot of people, we laughed at it early on because, look, I've been to New Orleans. I told you I've been to New Orleans. You cannot say no to that food. I don't care what anyone says. That food, that jambalaya, crawfish, etouffee, but at the same time, Zion,
Gumbo.
I hope that Zion, hope he turns it around. And we cannot say he's young anymore. Yeah, he's 23, but he's been in the league now for 5 years.
You a grown man. You getting 2 girls pregnant, bro. You a grown man.
And Zion, and look, it looks bad, but at the same time, he put himself in that.
we're going there.
We're not going there. We're gonna disregard that. We're gonna disregard that. But to Champ's point, at the end of the day, you are a professional athlete. You are a professional. And again, the Pelicans, according to the reports, they told Zion to improve his diet and his fitness, and he does not listen. So I don't know at this point what the Pelicans can do. If they're telling him what to do in order for him to stay on the court and be healthy, and he's not listening, I don't know what else to say. Now, what are they going to do? They got to. I think they should trade him. You don't cut him. You'd be foolish to cut a talent like him.
Right.
But you got to trade him. So which is the best scenario? Champ, you mentioned a low market. I don't think Zion can handle a big market like a Miami or New York or anything like that. If you put him in a place, a low market with structure, and a culture, I think that could work.
I think what the Pelicans need to do is understand that this is still a business. Like, obviously you care for Zion and you want to help him, but at the end of the day, you're still a franchise. You still need to move forward. You still need to be better.
Oh, no. Best believe Dan Gilbert is all about business.
He's business. He business. He needs to.
He be standing on business.
But I think one after this, if Zion don't meet expectation, like Zion is still like he can still be pretty great. Like, you can get a big haul for Zion. And I agree, if you build around Brandon Ingram.
To be quite honest with you, you can't because Zion's contract with this rookie extension, it just doesn't favor. Now, speaking about his I think his contract being was it voided? Is it voided?
The last 3 years of his contract are non-guaranteed because he missed more than 22 games last season.
Yeah.
And if he misses more games this season, it could financially affect him next season.
So like if you to put it in perspective, right?
It's like a domino
effect. If Zion, exactly. So if Zion missed 20. But just think about it. If Zion if he only played 29 games last season, right? Season before that, he played 61, and his rookie season he played 24. What team is finna buy in to a player that really, to tell you the truth, only has one season where he played over 50 games? What team is willing to buy it, has the time of day to entertain that type of conversation?
I think desperation, a small market. I think you would.
Yeah, I'm about to say a desperate team.
What small market? Again, all right. So all right, small market. What small market team has the time of day to handle him? Just stop it.
I think Indiana. I think Indiana
on the Hornets.
Indiana with the pick and roll with Zion, with Tyrese feeding him.
Indiana doesn't have the assets.
I just wish.
I don't know, Buddy. I don't know. Buddy Hield, Miles Turner. You can trade them. Throw some picks.
Buddy Hield came from Sacramento, who got him off of New Orleans because New Orleans didn't want him. And to be quite honest with you, the reason why they didn't want him when the first time he was there is the same reason they don't want him now. He's an elite shooter, but outside of that, he gives you nothing else. And they already have a team that like they function properly with without that floor spacing. Like, they don't need any bad perimeter defenders.
Champ, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, but the good news for Zion is I just read this. He has an opportunity, if he meets certain requirements this season, to re-guarantee that contract. That's the good news. And I want to ask everyone this. When you have, look, and I hate to bring this up because it starts a whole other uproar. LeBron James spends $1 million a year on his body. $1 million. So, and everyone knows this, the amount of things that Hollywood and professional athletes have access to, we don't necessarily have access to. Can you imagine each of us at our peak using the assets that these guys have at their gyms and the treatments that they can get?
True.
The average Joe, just to get their body in shape, would literally die for that type of treatment. It's like you have a training.
At the end of the
you
day,
have to want it though. Like my father used to tell me, I can't want it for you.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I agree with you. I think I wish the Pelicans had more vocal vets. Like veterans that could really get in on him. I'm talking about on the court. Not just some old guy that they add to the team. I'm talking about somebody that's going to be on the court with them that can challenge him vocally.
Need somebody like UD, how UD was with us.
Or Pat Bev, like someone who's going to.
I was about to say Patrick Beverly, boy.
Every day. I'm talking about be on his ass every day.
Smack the shit out of him.
I'm going to be on
Well, I thought he had somebody like that. Because I think who was that? Teresa Weatherspoon.
Brandon Ingram isn't that.
He did have Teresa Weatherspoon, and he and Teresa Weatherspoon, they still have a good relationship. I was thinking maybe more. I was thinking about him. Y'all will probably get mad if I say him, but nah.
Ooh.
I was thinking more Kevin Garnett maybe if not KG, somebody. At the end of the day, Zion has tremendous potential.
Yeah.
And I said, and I did a blog about this about Zion. There are things he needs to work on his game. He, casual to your point, I do think he needs to work on expanding his game as far as his perimeter game, because if he's 23 years old, what happens when he's 28, 29, supposedly at the prime of his career, and durability issues? There are other components to your game that you have to rely upon besides athleticism and explosion.
Hell,
And
he already dealing with those
Always
issues at
never has
23.
no, but what happens when he's 28, 29, and that
Oh, he's
athleticism
not
is
gonna be.
gone?
Yeah,
He's not gonna
but
be in the league.
not stay healthy.
Right.
Because he's
At,
like,
he's not
at
gonna
his
be.
size, I do not see 15, 16 year career. At his current size, I do not. I don't know what weight he should be. Probably at
250.
least 260, 265.
250.
250.
He could get away
People-
with 265, bro.
People don't understand
This man has
too.
been big his entire life, bro. This
Yeah.
is like he's
People don't
always been
understand.
big.
People don't understand too. Like, I mean, we were all athletes at some
He
point.
can.
We still are.
No. But part of being in professional sports is being able to chameleon to what's the word? Sort of like get yourself reintroduced to different methods of health of your health your health routine.
Yeah.
So granted, since he was a jit, he been 280, damn near 300 pounds. That's fine and dandy until you realize you're not a kid no more.
Yeah.
You are getting paid millions of dollars. And to be quite honest with you, this is the part, and this is why it upsets people like me and OG. You are giving the key to a franchise. You have a whole city, a whole corporation on your back, and you can't dedicate your health to being the best version of yourself when you go out on that court. No, at that point, we go. I go to what PSP and Lewis said. You just don't want it enough. You just don't care enough. You
And
don't
I hate
care enough.
I hate saying that. I hate saying that, but at the same time, casual. Am I exaggerating? At his size, I don't see 15, 16 year career.
I'll be
At best,
surprised
can-
if he.
I
I
don't
mean,
even
say
see
it,
10 at that
say
point,
it.
bro.
I see at least three or 5 years left.
Oh,
I
3
don't
or
even
5
see.
years
I don't
left.
even,
Okay.
Three
that's
or
what I'm about to
5
say.
years,
I
yes.
don't even
I
see.
see
I
le-
don't even see 10 years, bro.
I don't.
I
see
was
that
just about to
yet.
say I'll be surprised if I see 10 years.
People don't understand, like especially at his size, like when he jumps up, like, cause he's always in the paint, so he's gonna jump on the layup, obviously he's gonna dunk. When he drops down right on his legs, all that weight coming down, and he's gonna fuck up his knees because of that
No,
weight.
but
that's
Lewis,
all
no, but
coming
Lewis,
down,
Lewis.
dude.
But
He's
see,
already
I
no, but
don't
Lewis,
necessarily
he's
agree
already
with that though,
he's
because
already doing that.
Yes, that's the thing.
No,
And
and,
look-
and so
It's
what
way-
PSP is saying about him developing him further, like developing like shot creation, shooting around the perimeter, being
Right.
able to be more of a facilitator. That lends a hand in him having longevity in the league, because inevitably when his athleticism deteriorates, because I promise you, like 10 times out of 10, most of the athletic players that we see today are not going to be that athletic 3 years, 4 years from now. We
Right.
saw it with Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose,
John Wall.
John Wall, Kyrie Irving, like even Steph Curry, like we're seeing right now. He's starting to rely more on his shooting ability. But that is the reason why some of these players have longevity in the league, because when their athleticism inevitably deteriorates, they have something else they can rely on. They have ball
Exactly.
handling
That's
skills.
all I'm saying. I feel
Mm.
like when
I
Zion's
get you.
athleticism declines or is gone, there are other components to your game you have to rely upon. Otherwise, how else are you going to be productive? But Brandon, I'm gonna let you have the last word on this one. What's your thoughts about Zion? Do you think the Pelicans should trade him? The last 3 years of his contract are non-guaranteed. What's your thoughts on Zion, man?
Heck yeah, bro. Give Brandon Ingram. He should be the franchise player on that team, bro. I don't think Zion should be. But that's just me.
That's what.
That's just
That's
me, though.
exactly what Casual has been saying. And
Mhm.
was on. Look, I don't want to fat shame or criticize anyone because I understand what it's like to deal with weight problems. Throughout my life, I've dealt with weight issues. I went from like 250 to now 150.
That's a W.
Yeah,
Hell yes.
I mean, trust me, it's hell. I understand food. I understand addiction problems. I understand all that stuff. So I want to be very careful because I don't want to come across like I'm fat shaming anyone. The reason why people, particularly Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, others, are so critical on Zion, bro, you are blessed with that much talent. Like, to Casual's point, I don't think he should be compared to LeBron James. Let him be the best Zion Williamson that he can be. Let him do that.
Maybe
But
it was the media hype, man.
Yeah,
Maybe it was
but I
the
think the hype that comes, unfortunately, that comes along with it. But I think with Zion, at the end of the day, man, you are blessed with that type of talent. Zion still is having a solid season. He's averaging around 22, 5, and 4. But if he were in shape and if he were at his apex, imagine how great he can be. And I think Zion, I hope he turns it around because I would hate to see his career end like that. I wish players nothing but the best. I want Zion to remain successful because I don't want to have a story of Zion of what if Zion Williamson, what he could be or what he should be. Champ, go ahead.
Quick question. And I know we get into this thing of fat shaming and, things like that. And before I let this come out of my mouth, I'm like 330 right now. I'm just going to let it be known. Is it really fat shaming if every last one of you gentlemen say, hey, Champ, man, we're concerned about you. You get your ass outside and run, boy. Is that really fat shaming or have we come so just... No, I'm just asking.
Why did you have to say it like that?
Do you want me to give you the political?
No, I'm just asking.
You want me
Is
to
it
give you
really
the
fat
political?
shaming if every last one of y'all...
Champ.
Because
If every last one of y'all say, hey, Champ, man, look, we love you to life, man. We appreciate you coming, but you need to get your ass outside and run, boy.
But now,
Because it's getting out of hand.
The
And my
political.
thing is, I mean,
so
you're talking about shaming someone, but the thing is it really? Am I really trying to shame you? Am I really looking out for you when I tell you, hey, boy, you need to get out there and run, man? Get
I'm
out there.
not
And
gonna
get
lie,
the
for me,
Is it
for
really
me
fat shaming?
personally,
Is you
man,
telling me that, hey, man, you better than this? I know you better than this.
You have
Get
to.
yourself
right.
together, boy.
I agree. The
they
thing
scared-
is, though, it's how you say things. It's not necessarily what you say.
Exactly.
So it's like if someone, let's
Are
say,
we paying attention too much to the delivery or the message itself?
no, but
I mean, did you get the message? PSP can say, hey, man, you need to cut down on them damn cheeseburgers, boy. And my thing is,
2010s killed that. 2010s killed that logic.
I mean, I'm talking about for me.
I just
I get
think
what you're saying.
somebody-
I get
No,
what
no,
you're
I
saying.
get what you.
Talk about
You
amongst
said
ourselves
but
right now.
you
I get
asked.
that. I
You
get that.
asked. So, OG,
are we
you
really
asked.
talking about delivery or we talking about the message?
OG,
I'm trying to
you
deliver
asked,
you a message
OG,
about
No,
your
but
health.
you gotta.
OG,
But
you
Champ,
asked
you gotta
what that's
understand
all.
though. This is a dude that's 10 years younger than you. Like he may not take it the same way you're going to
Yeah,
take
you
it
Right.
if someone
yeah.
else said that to
Yeah.
him.
it's the
Champ,
leverage.
what I'm trying to say is though.
He makes $20 million in a contract. The leverage that he has, the problem with it, like these organizations have to tiptoe because they already committed the money to him.
Right, and if you say that, then guess what? It's going to piss him off, and then it's going to lead him. Look,
But my
here's
thing is, why is you getting pissed off with somebody trying to help you? It's
No,
just like Shannon Sharp.
I don't
It's
think
just
you
like
should
Shannon
get
Sharp.
mad.
It's just
I
like
think
Go
Shannon
ahead,
you
Sharp
should
Casual.
get
says.
around you.
hold on,
What
go
you're
ahead, Casual. Go ahead, Casual.
What you're asking is a moral question. Morals, the morals of these kids these days that grew up in the 2010s, they are completely different from what you were exposed to in the early 2000s or the 90s. It is a completely different type of upbringing. The shit that they saw on online and stuff like that, and them getting paid millions of dollars have completely reshaped the identity of the morals that we once knew. We were taught when we were younger that if we're told by our friends or our allies or our supposed to be allies that we were getting out of shape and we needed to get our ass up and go and work out, not to take it to heart. That means that, damn, something must be wrong if I'm getting called out about it. Today, we're getting canceled for that. Today, we're
Cancel
being
for
told,
anything.
yeah, today we're being told that we need to go and work out. Oh, you're fat shaming. You're being misogynist. Any critique that's given to somebody, it's filled with some type of negative outlook on that. That's the difference. What you were introduced to when you were younger, and what you've been raised on as far as principles and morals, completely different to the Zions of the world.
And I
Exactly.
understand what you're saying, each and every last one of you. But when do we get to the point where we'll
we
start
just got
to
this straight
enable or we start to enable a person? When
I
are we
think that
getting to
comes
that
from
point?
within his own
I
personal
mean, when are
circle.
when are we getting to the point where we're starting to enable a person? If
But
y'all
what
never
can you
tell,
do?
I mean, if y'all, I'm just saying, if you guys never tell me, which I don't expect you to, I should automatically have that. But if you guys were really close and we had a group, y'all say, hey man, I need you to work out. But you never tell someone, hey man, I'm concerned. If you're talking amongst each other and you say, hey, he needs to work out, and you never tell him that, when do we get to the point where we're enabling a person more so than we're helping them?
I think the way I think you should say it in a way that you care, that you love someone. Say it in a way because sometimes, champ, not everyone is like you. Some people can't handle the criticism very well.
Yeah.
My thing is when
everyone
my
don't do
mom
transparency
told me, listen, PSP, we I love you. I want you to be happy, but you're not at your best. And there were times I was very critical of my mom at times. She and I had back and forth about my weight and stuff. And that drove me into depression and a lot of other things. Just be careful what you say. Not saying that you shouldn't say what you shouldn't say. You should always tell people what you need to know, not what you want to hear. If you tell people what you want to hear, then you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
I think with Zion, he needs to have people that will tell him what he needs to know, not what he wants to hear. And it's not to shame him or anything. It's a way to show him, look, man, we love you. We want what's best for you, but you're not doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing in order for you to maximize your potential. I do agree with you there. I just think you got to be careful with what you say because not a lot of people, especially in today's generation, Chip, they can take or handle that type of criticism. People nowadays, shit, even sometimes myself, I mean, I get sensitive than a motherfucker. So we just got to be. I do understand people got to accept that tough love, but I think there's a way to say it though.
But
there's a certain way to say
I
it.
agree.
All 100%. The only thing that I would say with Zion to like make it relevant to him is the last time he actually got better at basketball was probably high school. So he has been given a silver platter. So from high school to now, he's been.
How did he got better from high school to now?
No, I said he's not gotten better from high school to now. He's not improved his. High school now he hasn't added a post. He can't make free throws from high school to now. He still has the same jump shot. From high school to now, he hit $200 million. He has a $200 million contract without improving his game in the offseason. He has a $200 million contract not worrying about his weight. He has a $200 million contract not playing the game plan. So at some point in time, it's like it's hard to tell a guy what to do when he's winning, doing exactly what he's doing right now. It's hard. He's doing the bare minimum, and with the bare minimum, he got himself a max contract.
All right,
Chad, he just lied to you. He just lied to you.
Casual. Let's move on.
I'm not.
He hasn't since high school.
All right, folks. Let's move on. Speaking of Zion,
that was wild.
I mean it.
Speaking of Zion, we're going to do a start, bench, and cut. Oh, we got Maria in the building.
Oh shit.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yo.
What up, Maria? We can't hear you.
Still can't.
We still can't hear you.
Nah.
We can't hear
still
you.
can't hear you.
I don't think she can hear us because she's just talking.
Yeah, nah, for real. She's going crazy. No. Oh, you can hear us? Oh, I can hear her. She's just really faint. She's really low.
I can't hear her at all.
Is it her mic? Her mic is plugged in.
Hello?
Now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
All right, we
I'm
back
so
business
far
now.
still late because Hey, I came prepared and everything. Did you already have the conversation?
We
Yo, you
already
talking
did,
about,
but
bro?
we about to do a start
Oh
bench and cut. We about
god.
to do a start bench and cut. We about to do a start bench and cut. And since you are the lady of the show, we're gonna allow you to go first.
Okay.
Here you go,
Oh,
right here. Start bench and cut. You
Gotta
got
set my nigga up for failure, boy.
Nah, for real.
Marius. Since you are the lady, we're gonna let you go first. Who you starting benching and cutting?
I'm gonna start the man on my shirt, of course, John Morant. And old me would have said Zion, but after that game against the Pelicans, I gotta go Ja. And then we'll bench Anthony Edwards because I do like him too. And he's played better than Zion this season. And then we're gonna cut Zion because no, and then I'm not gonna fat shame him like other people do. But yeah, we're gonna cut Zion.
Okay. Okay.
OG,
Trey.
you need to OG. You know what? When we end the stream,
Hell,
OG, you need to ask Mario the same question that you asked us about the fashion.
No, we're not gonna do that.
You need to.
No, no,
See,
no,
we-
no,
we
no.
should-
Cause hey,
No.
look, he know how.
Only,
hey, look,
no,
hey,
no,
look,
casual,
listen,
casual. Only
Casman,
casual.
listen, he
Only
know
if
how that
Mario
shit gonna
feels
go.
comfortable.
He know
Only
how
if
that
Mario
shit gonna
feels
go.
comfortable.
I
Hey,
think-
casual, I respect you, but I can't do that, bro.
Right.
That's a different approach.
Thank you.
Fine.
Trey, who you starting benching and cutting between the three?
start big cut. We'll start big cut. Well, that's very easy. I'm starting Anthony Edwards. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, and the only reason why I bitched Zion is because Zion has missed 25 games.
What?
Other than that,
Hold on, time out. This man said it was easy, but
he would have been.
he cut Ja.
Yeah,
Wait,
because he
Trey.
missed 25 games. Had he not missed 25 games, I would have benched him.
Oh my God.
Ja first
he-
game back better
That's
than any
crazy.
game Zion that had this whole season.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
That's not. No.
No.
Don't lie like that.
No.
Don't lie like that.
No,
I'm not gonna say that.
guys, come on. I gotta let my cousin Nate talk. Who you starting benching and cutting?
I think you gotta be obvious with it. Like, if I'm an owner, it's all about like, can I go to sleep and peacefully give you $200 million and know that my money? I gotta be able to go to bed with that decision. And for me, like Ant Edwards, I go to bed peacefully. If he gets hurt, it's the same thing with Gilbert Arenas when he said he got a big contract even though he got hurt. They know his work ethic. So if that $200 million is going somewhere, so I gotta start Ant. And after that, you go Ja, obviously, because he's playing, and you gotta bench Zion right now. Like, if you can't, like, bro can't handle his weight.
All right.
So it's
Last
like,
word.
Agent Zero wasn't a good example for that whole. That wasn't a good example, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't mean to laugh out.
No, but the reason and another reason why I picked Zion over Ja is you forgot that Zion went for like, I think he had a perfect game. He went 11 for 11 with the weight while he was having the weight problem.
I have bought that game up. He went 11 for 12 for 33 on the Sixers.
Yeah, he
I
went
remember
11,
watching that game.
11 for 12. Yeah.
He was really 11 for 11.
from the free throw line.
He was really,
Yeah.
All right. Last
he was
word.
really 11 for 11. They just took that away from him because they was like, nah, you can't. We can't let you have a perfect game.
Last
Alright.
word. Who you starting benching and
Don't
cutting?
pull a leaf.
For me, man, I said this before on your pod, PSP. I'm a huge Ant-Man guy, man. And as a dude who's a Heat fan, I watch this dude torture my team religiously at this point. So I gotta start Ant-Man. I told this to Champ the other time I was on your pod. To me, he could be Dwayne Wade with a jumper. I think he's that good. I truly believe that.
Come to
I
Miami.
think he could be that. And I'm benching Ja, and as painfully as for me to say, because again, I'm a huge Zion fan, bro. I love Zion. I've been watching this dude since high school. I gotta cut Zion, man. It's a problem at this point. Is this a problem?
All right, Champ.
I won't take long. Ant Ja Zion next.
Casual.
And Zion Ja next.
Wait, hold on. You starting Ant benching Zion and cutting Ja?
Zion cutting Ja. Yeah. Because the more I think,
Wow.
because the more I'm thinking about it, even with Ja's like rim pressure that he leverages, Zion is leveraging the same rim pressure. And as much as you could say that Ja is like he makes up, but like he clears him as a playmaker. Like I don't think we understand like how much better of a finisher and offensive piece Zion is. Like Zion as a finisher,
And his ability to
is
move
like
out the ball is
that
very
is
underrated
that
too.
is
Yes.
that is like
That's a
Shaquille
lost
O'Neal.
art.
Like yes, like Zion Williamson is fantastic offensively, and then defensively, neither one of them is moving me. So I'm not mad if you go Ja. Actually, last time we talked about this PSV, I had Ja over Zion.
You did.
I'm not mad either one, but now I'm thinking about it, I might go Zion still.
All right. To each his own. Luis.
Yes, sir. Biggest NBA casual. I'm here. So I'm starting Anthony Edwards because he's my favorite player. I don't give a damn. I'm benching Zion and I'm cutting Ja. The reason I'm benching Zion, I still think he has way more. He has a much higher ceiling if he can get to that than the three. And when he's healthy and at his best, he is like, you can make the argument he's probably top 3 most dominant players in the league. Like when he's at his best.
All right.
Is it-
That is fair to say. You were consistent about that. So I'll give you that. And for me, I'm gonna go with Champ. Starting Ant. I like Ant. I think he's the better defender than the 3. I like he's improving as a passer, as a playmaker. He's getting better with the 3-point shot. I love his upside, man. I think Ant is him. I'm benching Ja, and I'm gonna cut Zion. So
It's tough.
it's tough, but that's where I'm gonna go right now. But let's still keep on to the NBA.
I'm glad most of us understand that Ant starts though. I'm proud
Yes.
of y'all.
Joel Embiid. He's been playing out of his mind. The other night against the Minnesota Timberwolves, he had a 50-piece, 10 boards or more. And then against the Raptors, 31, 10, and 9. Casual, I'm going to let you go first. Who is your MVP right now?
Why?
I have to put you on the spot. I got to put you on the spot. Come on, man.
Oh, fuck, you're nasty, bro. You're nasty.
Okay, fine. I'll let you.
Hold
Who do you
on.
believe is going to win the MVP going forward?
Okay.
I'm not
Okay,
going to put that. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll give you both. Because you did give me a head start. I won't lie to the chat. Chat. He gave me a head start. I think Embiid is my MVP right now. I just think averaging 35 points per game, 12 rebounds, and having a career year playmaking wise is fucking insane. Like the offensive run that he's on. People have been talking about Jokic's offensive run for like the last 3 years. Quiet as kept. Joel Embiid is working up some work that rivals that. Like Joel Embiid is being fucking fantastic as a finisher, as a shooter, as a post player. And then this year with Nick Nurse implementing a system that essentially made like his reads much easier to be made. He's having a surgence as a
He always
playmaker
been an
now.
underrated coach to me.
Nick Nurse is a top 5 head coach, by the way. I just want to.
He always been underrated.
Yeah,
to
he's
me,
a
man. He
fact.
got scapegoated in Toronto.
Could he be coach of the year this year?
Absolutely, he has a run. Now,
got an
I
argument.
think Ime gets it.
I think Ime gets it though.
I think Ime gets it, or if it's not Ime, if they get knocked out of the playoffs, or they become a playing team, I definitely think OKC's head coach deserves a definite nod because nobody thought that the Oklahoma City Thunder would be top of the seed. But back to Philly, I think Joel Embiid would be my MVP right now, and it wouldn't really be close. Going forward though, because I hate Embiid. Embiid won't play as many games as Luka will, and Luka has been just as fantastic. Like I don't know if y'all been peeping my boy, but he's pulling some damn near triple double, some averages damn near a triple double, while over here schooling kids like the Lakers.
We're doing sky hooks from the 3.
Yeah, he's shooting. He's doing Kareem hooks. He's over here floating like he's fucking Derrick Rose in his prime. He's crossing up dudes, hitting post fadeaways like he's Dirk. Like he's doing whatever he. We got introduced this season to headband Luka. Let's keep that in mind. All right. And so like with him cooking like great offensive teams like Minnesota, great defensive teams like Minnesota, the Lakers, Oklahoma City, even like he's doing this to everybody. Everybody is getting this work this year, and it's actually is resulting into wins for the Dallas Mavericks. That's the most important thing. So I think Luka gets it in the long run, but as of right now, it's Embiid, and it's really not close.
All right. Unfortunately, casual. There is a certain individual that.
No.
Oh, where's Brandon?
Brandon is crazy.
What
That's
up,
who
Leaf?
you call for?
Where's Brandon?
You calling for Brandon?
Where's Brandon?
Hey, Leaf. I did told you to be professional now. Come on, it's the holiday season. Come on, man.
I'm a model citizen. What you talking about?
Yeah, you better conduct yourself as a model citizen. But anyway,
Model citizen.
Anyway,
and my
Luis,
dad used to say when I was a kid.
Trey, come on. I gotta let Luis speak, man. Come on. Talk to him, Luis.
Oh, who I think the NBA MVP is?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's 100% Joel Embiid. I'm looking at the numbers right here: 35, damn near 12, damn near 6 assists, shooting at 54% from the field. It really don't get much better than that, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It really doesn't get much better than that. So I mean, Embiid got mine. What I will say though is, I don't know if you guys felt this way last season, but I felt like a lot all over social media, people looked at Embiid's MVP season last year as like all right, fuck it, here you go, stop complaining. So now he has a chip on his shoulder, like, nah, I earned my MVP and I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna win another one because I'm him, I'm that guy. And hey, keep doing your thing, Embiid. Just not against us. Relax.
I think it's more Nick Nurse. It's more Nick Nurse.
Champ.
It's more Nick Nurse.
Are we aware that Joel Embiid is on his way to have one of the greatest scored seasons of all time? Are we aware of that?
I am.
I'm aware.
I'm definitely aware of that, champ. I'm definitely.
So with that being said, 6 assists, bro. That's crazy.
Yes, that 6 assists is definitely eye opener, man. I think Nick Nurse has a lot to do with that. But I'll get to my turn in a minute. Go ahead, champ.
But hey, I gotta give it to Joel Embiid thus far this season. You know, barring any injuries or anything like that. Just because on the historic pace that he's on, the only person in history that has ever been able to match the pace that he's on is Wilt Chamberlain, and that's saying something right there. So I got to give it to him. So I'll let the next person go. I won't take too much time.
Last word.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, I had Tatum taking the MVP. I'm gonna stand on that still because I like Jason Tatum a lot. I'm a huge Tatum guy, but you know, putting my bias aside, it's Joel Embiid at this point right now, and it's not really close because what he's doing right now, he's just on the tear, bro. I mean, we're talking about a 35-12 split with the 6 assists, which had said previously is extremely impressive. On top of the fact he's shooting pretty effectively from deep too. He's shooting 33%. I mean, for a center, you taking that any day of the week. So he's playing at a level right now that's extremely high efficiently in terms of his offensive game. But the separator for me, and I've always said this, when it comes to bigs, me personally, I love rim protection, and he is one of the 3 best rim protectors in the league. He's giving you 2 blocks a game. And for me personally, that just adds to the case of why he is the MVP, because he's doing everything you could ask of him and some.
Nate?
That's where it's said. I feel like with me, the crazy part about it is it's hard to get that good already from last year. But you're starting to see that when he drops, he's seeing.
Oh, Trey, defend.
Yeah, we can still hear it, dog.
Yeah, but with Joel, he's finding his team.
Oh my God.
You guys
Go
know
ahead,
it.
Nick.
So it's hard to get better from your MVP season. You're starting to see that he's seeing his open teammates a lot more often on those double teams, and it's harder to double him now. And on top of that, he's shooting 54%. And we know like he can live off a mid-range shot and win a game off just shooting mid-rangers the whole game. So the fact that he has so many options, I think he's easily the MVP. There's nothing really to say, or I don't know. There's really nothing. Playing well. They lost James Harden. Tyrese Maxey's playing his best basketball. Tobias Harris has had a resurgence.
He been balling, man. He been balling.
Tyrese Maxey definitely belongs in All-Star conversation and Most Improved Player.
Tyrese, that's another one, man. He one of them ones, man.
Yeah, he's really nice. Really, really tough.
And we're gonna have to. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna have to talk about on one of your episodes. We're gonna have to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers and
why do I feel like I know where this is going?
Whether they are title, like legit title contenders or
casual. We all
that's
know
a
the
story
answer
for
to
another
this question. Come on,
leave. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, it'll be another episode. But I think we should talk about that song.
Trey, who do you have for the MVP? How do you feel?
Well, I got far as the MVP, I know Joel Embiid's been doing his thing, but I still got Luka because I've just been watching this Luka just, oh my God. Like when he got into it with Chris Dunn, and it was like, man, like what's going on with you? Like what did he like, dude? He's like, I ain't do that. Dude just mad because I'm busting his ass.
All right. Maria.
Beginning of the season, I had Jason Tatum, so I'm also I think going forward, I'm just stick with Tatum. I mean, Giannis is on my mind too. I'm not even gonna front. But right now it's looking like Embiid, but I think by the end of the season, it'll be Tatum or Giannis.
Okay. Leaf, you want to respond?
No, bro, he said okay like that.
I'm gonna just ignore that Tatum line, man. That was highly disgusting.
What's wrong with Jason Tatum?
Please, man.
Tatum been playing better than Embiid.
I'm not saying that.
I'm listening, and thank you. By the way, bro, thank you, because as much as you on Joel Embiid and you all on him a lot, even you can admit, bro, like what we seeing from Joel Embiid, and as far as regular seasons go, in these past 4 years, he has put himself in the MVP conversation for the 4th year in a row, and to me, bro, like it's like. Yo, I think the only person that was the last person that was close to these type of feats, the last person that was close to these type of feats had to be, and casually correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Houston James Harden.
What are we talking about?
In terms of what Joel is doing in the regular season, just in the regular season alone. In terms of these feats.
I'll just tell you real quick. The what he's on track to do right now is Wilt like. He's on track to.
Oh wow, that's what Chubb has said.
I mean, I don't know if it go that far, but saying Wilt like.
No. I'm saying on track. Like what he's doing right now, what he's on pace to do. The only player, as far as like volume, his scoring output, and his efficiency, because the efficiency is key. He's shooting 50% while dropping 35. The only player that compares to that is Wilt Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm. And so he's also shooting almost 90% from the free throw line.
Jordan never did that?
No. Well, Jordan he hasn't done it at this efficiency. 35.
Jordan was like 51% at the most, I think.
No. But
I think
Joel Embiid is doing it on 65% true shooting. And to just like go into like the nuances, he's shooting 50% from the field, 35 from the three, and I
almost 90%
like
from the free throw line.
90% from the free throw line.
Wow,
like he's at a ridiculous pace efficiency wise.
I got to see what Jordan and Harden did in their years, but to get back to my point, I think the trajectory that he's on is crazy to me. That mid range and that free throw line jumper is somewhat automatic. That's become somewhat his bread and butter. He's not exerting himself as much. I'm seeing him start to trust in his teammates a lot more. The assist numbers, the playmaking gradually took a huge step, not a huge step, but a big enough step No, credit that to Nick Nurse and the cutters. Tobias Harris is absolutely playing amazing. I like to see what one of my favorite.
Did we lose him?
Probably
we
dropped the phone he probably dropped his phone in the toilet.
Bruh, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, Louise.
Louise,
Leaf,
damn,
are you
man.
still there, bro? I don't know, but anyway, I think he's probably gonna.
That comment was crazy.
Yeah,
real quick. I just want to correct something real quick.
Go ahead, Casual.
Leaf gone, but
he'll be back. He'll be back. He is having some technical issues.
Yeah, the year he was comparing MJ's year to Joel Embiid, that's the 86. That's the 86-87 season. He averaged 37, but he only shot 48% from the field. And the year after that, where he averaged 35, he shot 53% from the field, but only 13% from the 3-point line.
How the hell you know this off the top of your head? What the hell?
Hey man, Casual smart as hell, bro.
Hey man,
I don't know. Leaf keeps going on and off. He's having some technical difficulties. But anyway,
I don't think Trey said his MVP. Did he?
No, Trey. Who do you have MVP? Just to be clear.
Yeah, I said mine. I said Luka.
Oh, Luka. I'm sorry, Luka.
I said Luka.
No, I said it. You said Luka. Calm down. Leaf. Hurry up, man, because I got to move on to this WWE one. But what's up?
Yeah. Louis, that was disrespectful, by the way. I heard what you said. But yeah, Joel Embiid, man. Listen, this is almost look like his MVP to lose. I'll be honest with you, bro. I think
it's like he's trying to talk, but I can't hear him.
I think the thing with Luka, hold on, I'm sorry. I think the thing with Luka is that I think it depends on when Dallas finishes. I think he may get the nod, but right now I think it's Joel's MVP to lose.
All right. Now let's talk about a start, bench, or cut. We're gonna do WWE. Luis, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, this is honestly easy for me. I'm starting Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe in the early 2000s, especially during his Ring of Honor and TNA run, is one of the most dominant professional wrestlers in pro wrestling history. If you look, I think we all know about the picture of Kurt Angle holding all the TNA World Heavyweight Championships. What most people don't know is on the other side of that rivalry was Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was the X Division champion and the tag team champions at the same time. So Samoa Joe in the early 2000s, Ring of Honor TNA run, one of the most dominant pro wrestlers ever. So he's starting. I'm benching Umaga. The reason I'm benching Umaga was Umaga didn't get the love that he deserved, but Umaga in the Ruthless Aggression era, one of the most dominant guys as well. Rikishi, I have to cut him because he just didn't have the peak of dominance or just didn't, flourish the same way Umaga and Samoa Joe did.
Casual.
I'm gonna make this quick. Everything he said, I agree with. I want to take it one step further. Samoa Joe starts for me because that undefeated run he had in TNA, especially like for casuals like me that was being introduced to TNA, it was some of the most fantastic work that I've ever seen from a player from a wrestler at his size. And to see him continue that, and to be honest with you, side note. Is it not a discrimination, Lewis, to TNA for how they did not give him another title run?
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was completely idiotic. But he was literally carrying TNA. You cannot say that for neither Rikishi nor Umaga. In Umaga's case, he's getting benched because mainly what's carrying it is the fact that feud he had with John Cena, that was fantastic. Along with the run that he had where he was also undefeated. The matchup he had against Batista was way better than it should have. It was predicted to be. Umaga was way beyond his time as far as big wrestlers being wrestling actual wrestlers. He was way beyond his time. And then obviously you cut Rikishi because, in my opinion, you say he didn't have the peak. I don't feel like his prime even matches up to them.
Champ?
Okay.
Don't get nasty, Champ. Please don't get nasty.
No,
I'm starting Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Hey, the submission machine
Yes, sir.
This is my favorite phrase, and PSP will tell you, he ain't no joke. Was no joke. I hate that he wasn't used as properly as in the WWE, but that's another story for another day. Honestly, now here's where the tricky part comes in. Here's where the tricky part comes in between Rikishi and Umaga. Umaga was one of the greatest heels that you would ever see in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think people understand this. At his peak, Rikishi was up there as far as popularity was concerned. You know, although a lot of his stuff was gimmicky, you know, the stink face and all of that,
Yeah.
you know, not to mention he was the first to compete in a 6-man Hell in a Cell. So you got to give credit where credit is due. But
that
on
Hell in a
that
Cell
note,
good though.
I gotta give it to Umaga, because if he would have kept going, I am truly convinced that he would have been the next. He would have been like his I think that's his uncle. I think he would have been like Yokozuna was back in the early 90s. I think he would have been like Yokozuna was. Rikishi, hey man, I cannot tell you how many times that I myself, like I said, I've been big all my life. I can't tell you how many times I was doing his dance in front of the schoolyard, bro. That was probably some of the fun. Yes, I was.
Fly today.
Do we have footage?
No,
I'll bring that out later on, but we're not gonna do it this year. But yeah, I even did it in a talent show once, but we won't go there. But yeah,
I need to see this. I gotta see it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta see this too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, man, Rikishi, man, hey man, that was a saving grace for a lot of big guys like myself coming up, because man, you always see the big bulky guys like Stone Cold, and at his peak, he was interfering with some of their popularity, if you really want to be honest about it, because he was one of the hottest characters that you ever want to see. You know, Too Cool, that whole putting the sunglasses on, everybody want to dance with Too Cool, man. But unfortunately, he's cut. But we can't underrate his popularity, man. I mean,
I was just strictly talking as a wrestler.
Yeah, as a wrestler,
Samoa Joe was clearly the better wrestler.
Yeah, Samoa Joe,
So was
Umaga. Yeah,
No,
was clearly a better wrestler.
that's why I have some. That's why I got Samoa.
But Rikishi, man, like I said, he was a saving grace for me in elementary school, bro. Hey, shout out to Rikishi, bro.
Yeah.
Leaf, I'm looking at you too. Don't mess this up, Leaf. I'm looking at you.
No, we're gonna let last word go next.
Why would I?
I agree with everyone order, man. I mean, I don't really have much to say. Everyone pretty much touched on it for real. But only thing I want to add about Umaga is that me personally, like me, when I growing up watching wrestling, it was all the entertainment value for me. And I thought Umaga was a very underrated entertainer. Like, he truly made wrestling fun again for the most part in terms of the heels. So I got to give him that. But I can't put him on Samoa, of course not. But he definitely was Rashiki.
Did you hate him? Last word.
Do I hate him? Yeah, I did. That's why I love him.
That's how you knew it. That's how you knew
That's
that
why I
nigga did his
loved him.
job.
I hated him. That's why I loved him. That's how you knew he was good at his job.
For real.
Nate.
It's hard because there's not much to add. Like, yeah, I feel like it's set up right there for you. You got to start Samoa Joe. Like, there's no I don't know where else to go. Rikishi was too gimmicky for me to put him past Umaga. So it's like it's a tough, it's right there. There's nothing for me to add.
That's fair.
Trey.
Well, of course you start Samoa Joe. That's not even a question, because Samoa Joe is like, dog, when he came on the scene in TNA, I'm like, who is this dude flying around kicking folks? It's just, oh my God. Then Umaga, I was like, yeah, he came a long way, because remember, for those who are real wrestling fans, before he was Umaga, he was Jamal from 3 Minute Warning. Yeah, he was Jamal from 3 Minute Warning.
Why do I remember that though?
Because of Eric Bischoff. Can I just give my stuff?
Because of Eric Bischoff nut ass, bro. That's why.
You got. I'm giving you. I hated that. I used to hate, because every time Eric Bischoff said, "Oh, you got 3 minutes," I was like, "Oh, damn."
Show it, Luis. Show it, Luis. Oh, there you go. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
on the left. That's Roman Reigns' older brother. They both
Rest in
passed
peace,
away. Rest
Rosie.
in
Yeah,
peace.
rest in peace,
Yeah,
Rest in
Rosie.
peace,
Rosie.
Rosie, and rest in peace, Marco.
No
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt. Maria, who you
I,
starting benching and cutting?
okay, so I'm not in. I mean, I watch WWE, but I don't know like the championships titles that these wrestlers won. So I'm gonna go off of entertainment for me. So I'm gonna start Rikishi.
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 No, that's okay. Don't
It's all
feel
good. It's
embarrassed.
all
Go
good. It's
ahead.
all good.
I swear, I feel like Maria. I swear, I feel like Maria is like going for hot takes. Like she's trying to like
No,
start.
No,
I
no,
don't.
no,
But
no, casual. Come on. She's not
Let her
Kenny.
speak, man. Let her speak.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
start him. I bitch Samoa Joe, and then I cut Umaga.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Come on, Leaf.
Leaf.
Don't let us down, Leaf. Don't let us down.
Yeah,
Leaf.
come on, Lee. Come on.
Listen,
We almost got a unanimous.
listen. I'll be honest with you. What Samoa Joe, the run that Samoa Joe had, I'll piggyback off of Louis. Is unforgettable, man. And then Ring of Honor all the way to TNA. I think TNA he was like basically dealt the short end when he was never allowed to hold that title again, and then go into NXT to hold that title, and then everywhere else, man, like except for WWE to hold the major titles. To me, man, like I think Samoa Joe, at least had that. He at least had that type of aura to me as a wrestler, bro. A lot of people. It's kind of funny, bro. Like I said, somebody the other day, he's like, "Yo, is it me or Samoa Joe has been reduced to being like the Taz of the WWE?" I was like, "Yo, yeah, kind of crazy, man." Like, but that was highly
They messed up
disrespectful.
his booking after that AJ.
Yeah, they
feud.
did. They definitely did. They definitely messed up his
How
booking
did you
after the AJ
how did
Styles.
you flop an AJ feud though? That's what I'm saying.
Triple
Some of
H.
the feud that they had in TNA was stuff with
Amazing.
legends, bro.
Triple H. That's how you messed it up.
The
Man.
Brock
Make-
Lesnar
That was not
feud.
Triple H.
The
That was
Brock
not Triple
Lesnar.
H.
That was Vince. That was Vince.
That
That was Vince that messed that up.
At
that was Vince.
at that time, Triple H was running NXT.
Okay, yeah, you're right. He was
Because you know what Triple H did
Triple
when
H
he had
NXT.
Samoa
I ain't gonna lie. Triple H NXT bookings was through the roof to me, bro. Like once they hit Barclays, bro, that was it. After Sasha Banks versus Bailey, bro, like they hit gold. They struck gold almost every time until they turned that gold into that Nickelodeon rainbow color. Oh, excuse my language.
Side note, Lewis Leaf, OG even. Is it me, or does it feel like for every star that Triple H and Shawn Michaels made in NXT, Vince just turned into like completely irrelevant?
Only a few have succeeded, unfortunately.
Almost. I say other than Charlotte and
I feel like they
Belair,
I feel like they bought Charlotte as well.
I feel like they botched Bailey.
I feel like they turned Charlotte into a female John Cena.
If you look at,
I mean, I feel like they turned Bianca Belair into the female John Cena.
No, if you look at Bailey, the way how she was in NXT, she like you can argue. So when she was at NXT at her peak, the two most popular superstars at the time were Finn Balor and Bailey, and Bailey was arguably getting the more reactions. So if you look at how she was in NXT, and then when she got to the main roster, she was still getting the same reactions. But after they made her lose the Raw Women's Championship, they made her turn heel. She hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel like they messed up when they made her a heel? I feel like
I don't think they messed up
move.
when. I don't think they messed up when they made her a heel. I just feel like when they made her a heel and she had that amazing run in COVID, they didn't capitalize on her.
Do you feel like Roman and Seth was like the plan all along, and they needed to make them?
The plan. Roman was never supposed to be part of the plan. The Shield plans was supposed to be. At first, it was supposed to be Cassius Ohno, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. Then there was talks about it being Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. No, it was even that. And then after when they declined Cassius Ohno, the plan was supposed to be Big E, Seth Rollins, and then Dean Ambrose. They shut down Big E because of the 5 count. They saw Big E was over, so he didn't need it. When Vince saw Roman, he was like, "That's the one right there. He needs to be in. He needs to be in."
So leave. Finish your start bench and cut, man.
All right, so to get back to Samoa Joe, man, I thought he was just. I thought he was just pure dominant, and every major booking except for WWE. So I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe to start.
Cam fucking
To
Whitmore.
bench,
God damn.
I gotta go with Umaga, and to piggyback, I think Umaga as a heel in the Ruthless Aggression era, had some of the most edgy moments and the most edgy wrestling matches, just in terms of matches, bro. Probably more so than the Attitude Era, and I'm an Attitude Era fan. The Ruthless Aggression era, bro, was like we're gonna look back at that. A lot of people look back at that era a lot more
You
than
are
the
forgetting,
Attitude Era in terms of like the edgier matches. I thought the Attitude Era had the most edgier characters in terms of their mic skills and how they entertain in other ways, but I thought the Ruthless Aggression era had some of the most edgy and memorable matches. And Umaga was a part of those. The match that he had with John Cena at the Royal Rumble, I think it was the last man standing match that he had, man. That was very, very memorable. That was just very, very memorable. Rikishi, I gotta cut him. I don't think Rikishi ever hit on the money. I remember the storyline that they did was when he was ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, it's too many stars during that time for him to like really go over and really hit his peak. Because they tried it as a heel, and then they realized it didn't work, so they brought him back, and then eventually he got to that entertainment value. A lot of gimmicky stuff with him, and so that's my order right there, man. I gotta go with Rikishi last, Umaga second, and
Hey
Samoa Joe
PSP,
first.
PSP, is it bad? Is it bad that I hold Rikishi accountable for that bad "I did it for the Rock" segment? Is
Yeah,
It kind of was. It kind of was.
That is nasty, bro.
That was very, very cringeworthy.
I did it for the
It
Rock.
was very cringe. It was.
All I remember about that. All I remember about that.
Guys,
All I remember about that is when they was like, man, why would Rikishi do something like that? And then when they found out that Triple H was the one that put him up to it, I just remember the famous line, "Triple H, you son of a bitch! Why? Tell me why."
Okay, Trey. Come on, Trey, chill, man, chill, Trey, chill. All right,
we gotta get crowd control. Come on, Trey.
P5. Just for context, we're doing a start, bench, and cut WWE. So you have a choice between Rikishi, Samoa Joe, and Umaga. Which one you starting, benching, and cutting?
Okay, I think Samoa Joe clears both. I think I love his mic work, in ring work. Hell, his WWE theme song was one of my favorites. I love the Joe chants. I think they completely botched his booking after he had a pretty hot start on the main roster. I think he should have gone over in the AJ Styles feud. And I just think he was kind of floating around there for a while, and it always felt like, even in his storyline against Seth Rollins, it always felt like he was just second rate compared to Kevin Owens, who was really the main star of that feud. It felt like. So I mean, I think WWE wasted Samoa Joe, but I still love Samoa Joe, so it has to be Samoa Joe. I love Rikishi so much. I mean, he's just so entertaining to me. The stink face is questionable. I don't know how it was entertaining, but I think Umaga, like I love the Battle of the Billionaires that Umaga did. I think I like the build up to that. I think he had some underrated matchups, and even though he was presented in a way that I don't really like, most wrestlers being presented as this unstoppable force who needs a mouthpiece. Sometimes it works out, but I think Umaga did it just fine. But the in-ring stuff, I know he came from a tag team, right? Umaga, he was originally he was in a tag team, right? Am I wrong on that, Casual?
No. He was in a tag team. I forget the name of the tag team, but
it was like him and like another really big Samoan, right?
It was
3 minute warning.
3 minute warning. Yeah. But yeah, love Umaga. Some of the work that he did. Rikishi, I mean, like y'all were saying though, the I did it for the Rock segment. It really does bring down Rikishi a little bit. It really does.
That heel turn.
Because like one of the worst heel turns, I think. Even and as much as I love Rikishi, and as much as I think he was entertaining, like he had his whole dancing thing going on with Too Cool. That was one of my favorite things to go back and watch. I gotta go. Ben Umaga cut Rikishi, unfortunately.
And also, PFP, if I may, real quick, this clip worthy too. For people who don't realize how dominant Samoa Joe is, he's still dominant now. Need everybody to know that to this day, as we talking right now, Samoa Joe currently has the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Championship reign and the longest reigning Ring of Honor Television Championship reign. Need people to understand how dominant that is and how many people have came from Ring of Honor. Like we're talking about Samoa Joe, AJ, Punk, Tyler Black or Seth Rollins, Jay Lethal, Matt Taven, all these guys, and Samoa Joe has been probably the most dominant.
Jay Lethal, bro. Fuck, I'm old. I am old, bro.
And
how could I forget about Jay Lethal though? Damn,
to wrap this one up, for my start bench and cut, I'm gonna start Samoa Joe because I think compared to his contemporaries, he was the one that stood out the most, particularly in TNA. Benching. I hate to cut Rikishi, but unfortunately, I have to. I'm benching Umaga. I think he had better matches, particularly, as you mentioned, P5, WrestleMania, the Battle of the Billionaires, and then the Royal Rumble, I think, with John Cena. I think it was the last man
that was
standing
a great
match.
match, yeah.
But Rikishi personality, I love seeing a big dude whip that dance, man. For a big guy, he did have some moves.
I think as far as in ring, bro, I think Rikishi kind of put an end to the Attitude Era. He was just like a lot of the stuff it was just nasty work.
But for a big dude, he was
a lot. Crazy thing is, my favorite Rikishi moment. It
was disgusting.
I disagree. I feel like Rikishi, to a certain extent, he played a large role. Like you can't mention at the Attitude Era without mentioning Too Cool. Like Rikishi, you name me a nigga that's in WWE right now that got a thong on.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to remember Rikishi.
Like,
that
come
way.
on, bro.
You know what?
The crazy thing is,
he's cooking though. He's cooking. He's cooking.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Guys, I ain't trying to get canceled.
That reason right there. That reason why.
However, I will say though, Rikishi is by far my favorite moment of the three when he came back and danced with the Usos. That was my favorite moment of either one of them, right? And then, of course, he had the big return and the Vince McMahon Rock segment, if any of y'all know about that, where Vince McMahon, where like Jim Ross, guys were involved, and then, Rikishi returned, and there was a massive
can we move
pop.
on, please?
We'll move on. I'm not gonna get to. I'm not gonna get to the payoff, but I think
P5. That was gonna lead me to my question.
I won't get to the payoff of that piece.
Do you remember Jay Lethal with the braids? Y'all remember
that? I do
oh
remember
my.
Jay Lethal with
Jay
the
Lethal.
When y'all remember when he went back and forth with Ric Flair?
That was legendary. That was legendary. That still gets played to this day. That still gets played.
Fellas, unfortunately.
No,
Go ahead,
I was gonna ask one more question.
Rikishi has one of my favorite pops, though. I'll say that.
I want everybody that's watched wrestling to tell me this. Between Samoa Joe, Rikishi, and Umaga, what is the moment between those three that you mostly remember?
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
I remember Rikishi off the top. I remember Rikishi off the top of the cage. Like not just by the Undertaker, but when he was when he jumped off the top of the cage on Val Venus in the cage match, bro. Like that's when I realized I was like, yo,
I'll be different. I'll go with one that I watched live. I still remember Samoa Joe in the build up to the Elimination Chamber in 2019 when Mustafa Ali was still in it. The way he just went off on Jeff Hardy. I mean, like it was just like that was.
In the ring.
Yeah, he went off on everybody. I love that. But my favorite moment was when he said, "Hey Jeff, why don't you act like it's an AA meeting and shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?" That was my favorite.
The line he said to Randy, he said, "I know I need to size up with you, but trust me, when I defend the Viper, it ain't gonna come from nowhere." I was like,
yeah, Samoa Joe is a savage.
Samoa Joe got bars, bro.
He told Brock Lesnar.
Hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you.
You look at me when I'm talking. Like,
I say, I
like,
say
yo,
for
bro,
me,
is he
for me,
serious?
for
Sounds
me,
like
I say for me the Samoa Joe
But Vince
moment.
McMahon wasted him. It
He
was so
did.
bad.
I say
He
for
just
me the
booked him as a
Samoa
loser. He
the
booked him
Samoa
as a
Joe
loser.
moment that like always comes to mind, man, is that face off against Kenta Kobashi in Ring of Honor, where Kenta and Kobashi came to the United States and they had that war. Man, that face off was everything, yo.
Yeah.
But
Oh no,
Guys,
no, no, no,
guys,
No,
no.
we
guys,
gotta move on. We
guys,
gotta move
guys,
on. We
guys,
gotta
we
move
gotta
on.
move
I'll,
on. We
I'll
gotta
say this.
move
I'll
on.
say this, and then I'll head out. I'll say this, and then I head out. The one moment that I think about all the time is when Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle made face to face for the first time.
The
And
headbutt.
Kurt Angle headbutted him, hit him with the angle
He was
slam.
leaking.
Gets up, act like he just took down the biggest boss, and right behind him, Samoa Joe slowly creeps up with blood on his face and goes crazy. Like you can't make it up. You can't make
I
it
love
up.
Samoa Joe.
Underrated.
I love Samoa Joe so
Facts.
much. It's-
All right,
But hey,
fellas.
yo, I'm finna head out, man. Hey, salute. I know y'all going to NFL. You know who I'm rocking with 10 times out of 10. So
Tom Brady.
holla at
Tom
y'all.
Brady.
Oh, no. OG. That's the
Oh,
real
OG.
goat.
Appreciate it,
but
Cass.
hey, man, PSP, you know what it is, man. It's much love. OG, you know what it is. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Salute.
All right,
All
see you,
right.
casual.
All right, hold on,
Yeah,
yo.
bud, be safe.
Take it easy, casual.
Yeah, I love kind of nerding out like that a little bit sometimes. I like doing that.
Let me see if we can get Brandon in the
There
building.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
How you doing, B? Before we move
doing
on, we're
good.
gonna let you do a
Doing
start,
straight.
bench, and cut real quick. Rikishi, Samoa Joe, or Umaga.
I'm starting Samoa Joe for sure. Benching Umaga. I'm cutting on Rikishi.
All right. Let's move on to some NFL, folks, because we got.
Hold on. PSP, let me go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Let me go.
You
Yo,
won't take
leave.
too long, won't you?
Yeah, I won't. Leave. Leave, you there?
I'm here. First and foremost,
Nope.
if you about to say what I think you're about to say, bro,
Nope.
you gonna say it with a lower tone.
You know what's coming.
No, yeah, I know what's coming, but listen, it was more of a meltdown by a team that was supposed to be the class of the NFC more than it was what happened, bro. And you know that, bro.
You talking about the Eagles?
My God.
Is that what
Yeah,
talking about?
I'm talking about the nasty ass Eagles. Yes, though.
I'm sure we'll probably get into that a little later. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
That's
we
not-
are.
that's
But
not
I
what I
would
was
just like
talking
to
about.
say before we get into it,
that's-
but I want to say one thing. They have officially been reduced to the 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Leave. I don't think that's what he was asking you about.
Lee, remember
He was
you told
asking
me-
you about what happened against the Bucks Packers game.
Yeah, remember you said about the Packers that they got a chance to beat the Cowboys. They got the chance to beat the 49ers. They got their number. What's
I
going
didn't
on?
say they had their number. I said the traction that we was building in during that time. I said this is what teams basically build off of like late in the season. That's what I was saying.
Nah, that's not what I heard.
Well, that's what I said.
Didn't you say that the Packers have a chance of beating the 49ers? Didn't you say that?
I said I trust the Packers more. I said I trust the Packers more than I trust the 49ers at that time. I did. Yeah.
Do you still feel that way now?
Hell no.
You can carry on PSP.
We won't talk about Baker. That's a story for another day.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not talking about Baker.
You did
Damn,
want to
PSP,
send me
go on,
something
bro.
on Twitter, and I didn't forget about that. You did send me something on Twitter. I would just have you know, and me and Trey notice, they are Buccaneers fans that we know, not saying it plural, but they do not feel the way that you feel about Baker Mayfield. And that's probably largely based on the future of the Buccaneers, more so than this season, I guess, man. What they want to do is get Baker out of there after maybe another 1-year deal and then move on from there. But that's just what I've heard.
Will you give Baker credit for playing well this season?
No.
No. Come on,
No.
leave.
What the
He
hell?
he threw for 381 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had a
Bro, the
perfect
Baker
passer
hate
rating
has
in
to
that game.
stop.
Bro, he's on pace for 4K, 30 touchdowns.
Bro, the
and
Baker
have a
Mayfield
41
stuff, like I
interception
don't
ratio.
understand
Why are we acting
why.
like Baker's trash?
Well, I'm not acting like Baker's trash, but I know that what I'm seeing for Baker is not the real Baker. That's one.
I
Number
don't know.
two,
Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback.
He's been
in this
doing it
league.
all year.
I don't.
but
Hey,
he's
at
been
some
he has
point, bro, we gotta
listen
get credit.
he don't get me wrong, he has been doing it all year, but this is we all know and Louis, bro, listen, me and you both know that this is not the real Baker Mayfield, bro. Like this.
Why I get brought
this is
into this
not-
shit, man? Why I get brought into it?
No,
I like
because
Baker,
Louis, you wanted
feel
to
me?
hold signs up, bro. Listen, you a football guy, and you on gridiron a little bit more than me. Me and you both know that this is not the real Baker Mayfield, bro. At some point, bro, we're all gonna come back to reality, and we're all gonna come back to what we know, that Baker is mid to mediocre to less.
Get him,
He's
P5.
very
Get
less
him.
than, bro, in this
mediocre?
league.
Okay,
Yes.
first of all, Leaf,
I don't
no
get
one has
why
ever
Freddie
said
can't be
Baker
good.
Mayfield was
Harsh.
elite. Leaf.
Yeah, no one said that.
Mediocre? That's harsh.
No, the thing about Baker, bro, like Baker Mayfield, like here's my thing on Baker Mayfield.
We talking about Baker Mayfield, the NFL
Leaf,
quarterback. That's
Yeah,
what we
the
talking
same one who set the rookie record for passing yards and gave the Cleveland Browns a playoff win in over almost 30 years.
Listen, that's all well and good. Kirk Cousins,
Look,
listen,
we talking like the dude is a scrub.
Kirk
He's not a
Cousins worked
scrub.
wonders in a Washington uniform, bro.
I don't know, like my thing
Hey,
with Baker Mayfield.
leave. Now you're going too far. Don't talk about my Washington team.
I mean, hey, listen, bro. Listen, I just
Hey, the
bring up-
Redskins, poor
I'm just
PSP,
bringing up
Commanders.
So
this is why I said Washington, bro. Like, listen, I'm just bringing up facts. We all know who Baker Mayfield truly is, bro. Like,
A
let's
good
not
quarterback.
do this.
He's good.
So
He's
wait,
good.
Leaf.
He's not great. He's
First
good.
of all,
So
He
not playing like a
has
top 20
his
quarterback.
moments, but he's gonna go back to being mid or to less than, bro, real soon, bro.
So,
We
like,
just gotta
so
wait.
Leaf, I
Leaf,
have to
Leaf,
ask you,
hold on.
when did this opinion on Baker come? Because Baker Mayfield comes into the league, has a really good rookie year, second year in the
Jesus
league, has
Christ.
Freddie Kitchens as his offensive coordinator. The very next
that was
year, has a
because of
really-
Baker. That was because
Exactly.
of Baker.
Thank
Baker. It was reported.
I get that.
Thank you.
I get that. But he has a
Thank
really
you.
bad year. We know how bad of a play caller Kitchens was that year. The next year, Baker has a really good year. Really good year. Leads the Browns to a playoff win. And then the very next year, tears his he tore his labrum. Is that what it was?
He tore his
Yeah,
labrum.
tears his labrum.
Yeah.
Plays with it. Has to change his mechanics. Has a terrible season. Next year goes to Carolina, and now he's back to being good old Baker Mayfield. Like my whole thing about it's been
The
up and
good
down
old
with
Baker
but
Mayfield. Wait, do you hold up? I like how he just skipped past that Carolina part real quick. He said going back.
he was
to
bad.
being
He was
good
bad
old
in
Baker
Carolina. He was really bad in Carolina. I'll give you that. However,
Okay, P5.
my thing with
Everyone
Baker
has been
Mayfield
bad
is
in
Baker
Carolina
Mayfield's always
except
been a
for Cam
gunslinger.
Newton.
He's always been a guy that's had a big arm. He'll take risks. He's athletic enough to make plays. It's just it's just with that play style, being a guy that's going to force throws at times. You're going to have maybe one or two bad seasons, especially in the second year in the league. Last year with Carolina, but he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's
He was
mediocre.
solid with the Rams too, though.
To say that
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
mediocre.
facts,
Solid with
Bosworth.
the. Are you sure he was solid with the Rams?
Yes,
Solid.
Leaf.
Yes,
He led
yes,
game-winning
that's what we
drives.
talk-
He led
yes.
game-winning drives.
Against the Raiders, Thursday Night Football.
The
Yeah,
first
he
two
was good.
games, they
Raiders.
played
Leaf.
That's what wait. Hold on. Wait.
Against with the Rams, he was okay.
I think we
He was
missing
okay.
the real
I'm not
trajectory
saying
of
the man
skill
was
here.
great or good.
Baker
He was
Mayfield,
solid.
bro, was a what pick in the draft?
He was the
Number
first
one.
overall pick, but Leaf.
He
Right.
got done
We-
wrong. He got done wrong by the organization that
But
drafted him. Let's not
but
brush that
here's the
off.
here's the problem.
He
Leaf.
did get done
First of
wrong.
all,
Cleveland definitely.
no one.
And we're calling
Oh,
Baker
hold on.
good
Hold-
quarterback, bro. Like out of this,
Yes.
this.
Leaf,
Hold
Leaf,
on, Leave. I'm not gonna let you do that to Baker. First of all, number one, if you redo the draft, it's either Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson going number one overall. Personally, for me, I probably would say Josh Allen would go number one overall because NFL scouts and GMs like prototype quarterbacks. Josh
The
Allen
big
is
time
6'5".
arm. Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
6'5", 240, cannon arm. The knock on Josh Allen coming out of college was the accuracy.
Yeah.
Champ will tell you with Lamar Jackson. Remember Champ, Bill Polian Remember what he said about Lamar Jackson coming out of the draft? How he thought he would have been better off as a wide receiver. Remember
Or
that
running
part?
back, yeah.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, looking back, it was a mistake taking him number 1 overall. And going back to that draft, there were a lot of comparisons between him and Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, which I thought it was a mistake because why are you comparing him to those types of quarterbacks? Baker Mayfield has actually shown you he's an adequate quarterback in the NFL level. He was good his rookie year. Remember, before Justin Herbert, he had the record for the most touchdown passes as a rookie. The second year, he regressed. He didn't do a good job taking care of the football, which was a disappointment because that was the year in which they acquired Odell Beckham Jr. in that trade. People talked about Baker and Odell, the next young quarterback wide receiver duo.
Did they not have Kareem Hunt that year, or was that the third year?
I think they had Kareem Hunt the year after.
They had Kareem Hunt, no, they had Kareem Hunt in 2019. They did.
His rookie year,
2020, they changed from Freddie Kitchens to Kevin Stefanski. Okay, Kevin Stefanski was the former offensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings who worked with Kirk Cousins. The change was taking less pressure off of Baker Mayfield and incorporating the running game with Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Baker, at best, was a game manager, and he was actually good that season. 26 touchdown passes, only 8 interceptions. You cut down Baker's turnovers. Cleveland actually made the playoffs that year. First time since 2002 they made the playoffs. Since 1994, that was their first playoff win, and they didn't beat the Steelers. They whooped their ass in that playoff game.
In their stadium.
They did.
They beat whatever was left of that Pittsburgh team and that we knew wasn't real, bro. And now the Philadelphia Eagles are starting to look like
Hold on, Leaf. I got more. Year 4. It was supposed to be a big year for Baker Mayfield because the Browns, they picked up his 5th-year option. So a contract year for Baker Mayfield. But then later on in the season, he got hurt, the torn labrum, and the Cleveland Browns had a disappointing season. They trade him to Carolina because, remember, they got Deshaun Watson in a trade. Champ, as you mentioned, the Browns, they wanted an adult in the locker room. But yet, I find it ironic you bring in Deshaun Watson given all the off-the-field issues that he had. But that's the here nor there. He goes to Carolina. He struggles in Carolina. He did not play well in Carolina. He goes to the Rams. Coaching does make a difference, especially when you have a great one in Sean McVay calling the plays and helping you out and being utilized. And we saw in which Baker Mayfield, how he came back and won that game against the Raiders. And you look at what Baker Mayfield, to last word's point, he's on pace to throw for a little over 4,000 yards, 29 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. In my opinion, although it's not much to brag about, he's the best quarterback in that division because Desmond Ridder, Champ will tell you, P5 will tell you, he's a turnover machine. You look at Bryce. You look at Bryce. You look at Bryce Young. He's young. He's a rookie. I don't know what they're going to do. They probably should do whatever it takes to get Ben Johnson, but it seems like he's going to go somewhere else. Hopefully so. And then you look at
Derek Carr.
I'm sorry. Bruh's too inconsistent. And I actually was happy. I was actually for Derek Carr. I was happy.
Don't do that.
No. Hold on, Leaf. I was happy for Derek Carr going to the Saints at first because you put him in that division. I thought on paper coming into the season he was the best quarterback because you put him with the weapons with Chris Olave and with that defense, the Saints would be good enough to win that division. Derek Carr has been too inconsistent, and the Saints they made a mistake.
He got hurt earlier.
He's been hurt, but he's been too inconsistent.
Dennis Allen sucks.
I mean, he's gotten banged up a couple of times. He's gotten banged up a couple of times this year. But I mean, even when he's healthy,
I think he was supposed to be preserved because when you got Alvin Kamara and you got a solid running attack.
But he was suspended though. Kamara was suspended.
Kamara was suspended. What?
Yeah, Jamal Williams was the number 1.
Right, Jamal Williams. So
Jamal Williams still serviceable though.
I think when the Saints came into this year was a pretty good defense, a pretty good ground game. Weapons, as you said, man. So I think I'm looking for Derek Carr to mostly be in that manager spot, the same as I was looking for Baker Mayfield to kind of be in that manager spot. But listen, for anybody telling me obviously Baker Mayfield is obviously the best quarterback in that division. I ain't saying much, but for anybody trying to explain to me that Baker is not gonna soon regress as soon as possible, I just don't see it, bro. At some point, bro, he's gonna come. He's gonna nerf.
So can I ask you something? So what's your opinion on Jordan Love? Do you think he's good, decent, okay?
Jordan Love is the future. Is the future, right? Like, listen, and he's on the same trajectory that Favre was on in his first year, and
so right now, do you think he's a good quarterback?
I think he's a good pocket presence. Yes, he is, but he has a lot of other things.
So how can you say Jordan Love is a good quarterback when him and Baker are having damn near identical seasons?
Well, here's the thing. Jordan Love, I'm giving Jordan Love a pass because this is his first start.
And one is actually leading his division, and the other one isn't.
No. Listen, and it's a lot of facts that you mentioned, but you left one thing out. First, the thing is Jordan Love is a part of the youngest roster on average in the NFL. That's one. Number two, Jordan Love is in his first year as a starting quarterback. And everybody in here, champ, can you remind people what Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre were in their first year when they started for the Green Bay Packers?
They were okay.
They were okay.
Yeah, they were okay.
It goes all the way back to Don Mikowski as well. So yeah. Which I'm sure my age is
I don't know. My thing with Jordan Love is like the ceiling with him is.
I think his pocket presence is great. I think his pocket presence is
his pocket presence is fine. He's got a good arm. I mean, it's just accuracy.
He got some arm talent, boy. He could.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. It's just like the decision making can be off at times. The accuracy is a bit spotty, and sometimes he'll hold on to the ball a little bit too much. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's what sometimes. Yeah, I think for him all agreeable. He's a little bit too conservative for me.
Yeah.
He can be too conservative. I think he got to think outside the box a little bit.
He's got things to work on. He's certainly got the talent to one day be a top 10 quarterback in this league. Certainly.
Yes.
But I don't think he's there yet. He's not there yet.
No.
He's not there. Jordan Love over T-Law. Watch Brandon Wayne.
Desmond Ridder does not have that talent.
I think Baker Mayfield. How he came into
this
league
shot was crazy.
Baker Mayfield, how he came into this league, and you mentioned Jordan Love. You mentioned Jordan Love. You mentioned Lamar, and if the draft is a redo, people will try to pay Josh Allen. In that draft. Baker Mayfield still had a lot of abilities and a lot of capabilities coming into this league. I don't think he's maxed those abilities out. That's just me.
We respectfully disagree, Leak, but I think coaching does play a significant factor. And when you have coaching and when you have structure and when you have Baker just to say, look, just play to your strength, we'll be fine. I mean, look, if Baker is not doing well, Mike Evans is still balling. Mike Evans has now had 10 consecutive seasons of over 1,000 yards and double-digit touchdowns. Chris Godwin had a big-time game against the Packers for over 150 yards. I think as long as Baker Mayfield plays serviceable or manageable, that's it. No one's saying he's an elite quarterback. No one's going to say he's a franchise or generational quarterback. Just change your expectations with Baker, and he'll be fine. That's all we're saying.
I think Baker goes into that tier of quarterback where it's like he's good enough with talent around him. He's good enough.
Kind of like Tua.
Can he win a playoff game this year?
No.
I don't know. It's depending who they.
My problem with this year is if he's going to be in the playoffs, it's going to be.
I don't know.
Did we say like Tua? That was what I just said.
He's good enough.
No. I said, can he win a playoff game this year?
No, not you, Lee. Are we saying Baker Mayfield is what Tua is?
No. They're not. I think Tua is better, but I think they both land in that same category.
I'm about to say Tua's a top 10 quarterback.
I'm not saying they're on the same tier, but it's like Tua gets way more elevated with
Tua's top 10
people around him.
Yes,
absolutely.
My only concern with Tua coming out of college is
Tyreek Hill, Mostert, bro. Like, I don't think you can do no wrong.
Can he win a playoff game?
Gets better with better talent.
Can he win a playoff game this year? If they make the playoffs, if they're playing Dallas or Philly, so no.
I mean, they're going to have a home game because they're going to win a division.
And then again, and Leaf, it's going to be against Dallas.
At home this year too.
So no.
I mean,
right
well,
now, no. If they play P5,
I
they
mean,
would
if
probably
they
play
play
the
Dallas,
Eagles.
I think they got a
No,
chance.
no, they play. No, they
Dallas
playing the
don't got
Eagles.
no running game.
P5.
They're
If
not
the
beating
season,
Dallas.
no, if the season ended today, they would play the Eagles because Dallas is still on top of the division.
Yeah,
Okay, so
they still lead the
Oh,
division. Yeah,
And they beat the
And we
Eagles.
saw,
wow.
plus we saw what happened with the Eagles early in the season against the
yeah, they
Tampa Bay
beat the
Buccaneers.
They
they
no
beat
no
the
no. They
they
don't
beat
play.
the
They don't play
snot
the
out the
Eagles. They would play San Francisco.
Either way, okay, but
They get
yeah,
that ass
they
whipped.
getting
Yeah,
their
they
asses
about
whooped.
they about to get
No, they're
killed.
not winning the game this year. No.
Wait. The
But wait a minute,
Cowboys
but
will
wait a
play
minute,
the
but wait a minute.
49ers in the
Hold,
first.
hold
No.
on, Luis. If they
Nah,
play,
the
if the
49ers will
Buccaneers,
have the bye week. The 49ers got the
Oh
bye
yeah,
week
so they would play
because
Dallas.
they the 1 seed. They'll
but
play
Luis,
the
Right.
Eagles. They'll play
but
the
Luis,
Eagles.
if
They
the
play
season,
Cowboys, I
I'm
think.
bugging.
but
That's my
Luis,
fault. That's my
if
fault.
we head to the playoffs, wouldn't Tampa Bay be first in their division? That means they would
Yeah,
probably have to face somebody
like
within.
Detroit.
And the wild card, yeah, they got
No,
a home game.
Detroit's leading
Detroit's
the
yeah.
NFC
Detroit's
North
Yeah,
leading
they
their
lead the
division.
division.
It'd be Philly,
Yeah,
right? It'd
it
be
would be
Philly.
Philly. They'll play
It'd
Philly.
be Philly. Oh yeah, then yeah.
Yeah,
Packers.
And then they're
probably
gonna
be
get their
Philly.
asses kicked. Whether and
That
I
means
said this about the NFC
they
South.
might win that.
I
They
said this
might win
about the
that
NFC
game.
I mean, I don't.
South.
They
I don't
might
know.
win that
Did you
game.
see?
No,
Did you see the
they're
way
not.
They might
Seattle?
win
They're
that
Did
not
you
game.
see the
winning
way
that. They're not
Seattle
winning that
played?
game.
I mean, I
Nah.
don't
The
know.
Hey
win.
Bro,
man,
they
Like
gave
like
the
here's
four-star
been
backup, bro. What are we talking about?
All right,
like
all
Leaf.
right,
Here's been like Leaf. Here's been my thing with the NFC South. I said at the beginning of the year, whether it's the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers, or the Bucks, no matter what team makes it out of the NFC South, they're getting their asses kicked by whoever they play in the wild card. That's what I was. That's what my thought process on the NFC South was all year, and that hasn't
Yeah,
changed. So no,
yeah,
I do not
I
think.
agree with that completely.
all right, guys.
I came
We
into
got
the
to move
season.
on, man.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, we got to move on, man.
All right, let's do it.
But anyway, let's talk about Luis's Dolphins as last words Dolphins. Dallas versus Miami. Dallas is coming off an embarrassing loss on the road against the Buffalo Bills.
Embarrassing.
Who do you have winning this one?
Well,
I mean, I would like for us to win. We're the home team, and then if we can incorporate what Buffalo did, Devon Achane shouldn't have a problem running all over these boys. So it's tough. I'll have us, but I'm not confident. I mean, we look like ass against winning teams. So is Dallas. So I'm not.
I will say though, if the Dolphins just run all over the Cowboys, then that's like a formula that teams can actually use against Dallas. Then because
Yo, Kenny, yo, chill with the Undertaker. Come on, man.
Oh, Kenny came in here. I ain't even see him.
I mean, last word. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but I mean,
Nah, I'm about.
I ain't even see Kenny come up.
No,
Yo,
I
Kenny,
said,
come
no,
on,
I
man.
said,
Hurry up with that shit, man. Come on, man.
yeah, I said what I said. I mean, if we saw the way how Buffalo used James Cook, if we use A-Chain like that, I mean, could be a field day.
Nah,
he's a
I mean,
Laker
I don't-
fan,
I
and a
don't
Rams
necessarily-
fan.
I
Get
don't
him off the
necessarily-
screen.
Hey man, I'm gonna interrupt y'all conversation, but y'all see my Rams, right? You see the Rams. you see my boy Poker, right? You know
Get him
what
off
I'm
the screen, man. Get him off the screen. Yeah.
He said the
I'm not
Rams.
I'm not
bro.
gonna do that.
saying? Are you a Saints fan?
No, I'm a
No, he's
Falcons
not. He's a
fan.
I'm
but
definitely not a Saints
I
fan.
see.
no.
I see a 17-time NBA champions banner in the background. Get him off the screen.
And
All right, guys, come on, let's move on. Last word.
So for me, man, it's tough, man. But like I always say, I'm a football fan before I'm a Dolphin fan, and I love my team to death. But the Cowboys, they haven't lost back-to-back games since 2021, bro. And when they lose, they come back and hit the next team in the mouth, bro. And I seen the stat the other day. After a loss, the Cowboys win games by on average 35-12, and that don't bode well at all for my team because we it's like Luis said, we don't play good against winning teams this season. I mean, I don't think that means we can't beat winning teams, but I just don't think this is the week, especially with the injuries. I think all 5 starters on offensive line are hurt, and when you got Michael Parsons coming into the building, that ain't good. So. Unfortunately, I'm picking the Cowboys to win.
All right.
I'm the same way. Unless Bradley Chubb goes off like he did, it's not happening. Let me stop. It ain't happening. That shit ain't happening.
Now with Tyler Smith out there, boy.
Leaf, who you got winning this one?
I'm tempted to pick Miami because I know the Cowboys second half they second half of the seasons, man, they're just
So
garbage. They don't really have anything to play for realistically. The Eagles is basically melting like ice in the sun on their own. So I mean them getting whipped by Buffalo was a given,
You
and
don't
them
think
going to
Dallas
my.
would want the 1 seed?
It's not that I don't think Dallas will want the 1 seed. I just don't think Dallas really like necessarily needs it. I think they okay on the road. They okay on the road. I just think that what Dallas has to realize is that at some point, man, that them not having a legitimate running attack is going to come back to haunt them. And I
And
mean
Tony
they may.
Pollard has been disappointing, man.
Yeah, he has been disappointed, and now they may win this game, but I don't think it's gonna be the chopped cheese that everybody think it is, man. Like them coming off the loss. This is Miami, man. Miami can run a track meet all over you, bro, at any given time of the game, man. So if you ain't on your P's and Q's, man, like listen, you gonna get ran out the building.
I wish we
You
did
know,
when it mattered.
Yeah, exactly.
Only good
hey,
I've
only
been
good
watching
thing,
this
last
team for
word,
10
if you
plus
trying to
years.
run, you gotta try to run that football. You gotta try to
Yeah,
run
for
that
sure.
football.
you
For
got
sure.
you got to try to run that
For
football.
sure.
You got to try to run that football
For
if you
sure.
Dallas, and I think Miami don't necessarily have a problem doing that once they get going. You know what I'm saying? Once they start to get their speed players going, man.
Oh, by the way, I don't mean to cut you early, but Raheem Mostert, I made a post about this. He is quietly putting together all pro season. Quietly.
Quietly, yes, they talk
yeah, he
about it.
going
I mean,
crazy.
talk about it, man. Raheem Mostert, bro, like he did his thing on 49ers, and I think that was a great pickup out of Miami. I think he has a big game. I'm gonna take Miami in a kind of a shootout. I'm taking them 31-28.
God
All
damn.
right,
I
Trey.
ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, who do you got for the Cowboys Dolphins game?
Mm, I think I'm gonna go with Dallas because people still forgetting the fact that Miami has not beaten a winning team all year long.
I think they do.
All right, champ.
Wait,
Okay.
who's home and who's away?
Now,
I
Miami's
think
The
home.
Miami's
Dolphins at
home.
home.
Okay.
now, when it comes to the pass, Dallas is in top 3 as far as defense is concerned. But when it comes to the run, they 19th in the league.
Oh man,
So as long as the Miami Dolphins do not give up on the run, I can see them taking it home and running up the score on the Dallas Cowboys. Then because they weak against the run, they real weak against the run. And with a two-headed monster like A-Train and Raheem Mostert, am I saying his name correctly, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
good.
With a two-headed
I,
monster like that, you can run at them all day long. I mean, they just got beat, and Josh Allen didn't even throw over 95 yards last game. So guess what? You don't have to sit around here and be fancy. You don't have to try to get it to your playmakers. Run that ball at them and just run it down their throat. Pause.
tote the pill.
You get what I'm trying to say.
Just
So I'm
tote that
taking
pill,
Miami.
man.
Brandon.
now question is Tyreek Hill playing?
Yes, he
He's
is.
supposed to be. Yeah.
He's supposed.
Yeah,
They just making sure he doesn't practice because
I
they
ain't
don't
gonna
want
lie.
to.
I got no lie. I got Dolphins by 3. I got Dolphins by
Same
3,
as me.
and the reason why I say that is because that man Bland, Tyreek Hill go cook that man, bro. If DK Metcalf can cook Bland, Tyreek Hill can.
You said by
That's
3,
simple.
right? So Jason Sanders not kicking that field goal, right?
Ooh,
Shit, man.
I'm just saying,
I want that man. I
No,
want
no,
that
Jason
no,
man
Sanders
y'all.
not kicking that field goal,
yesterday.
right? I'm just saying.
No,
nah.
That now what's going to happen is y'all going to run the ball in for the game-winning touchdown under a minute
I
left,
like
and then
that. I like that. I like
yeah,
that.
that's what's going to happen. And then y'all going to be up by
Miami better
31.
off having me kick out there. I'm tired of him.
Listen, 31-28. I think that's my prediction, man. Like, I think y'all win by 3.
Kenny, who do you got?
Tell you last word. Since he got
I'm
paid,
a,
he didn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna slightly
I hate that dude. I ain't gonna lie.
slightly go with the Dolphins. Just a slight though. I think they're gonna win by at least a touchdown or 2.
All right, I got the Cowboys win this one. I think the Cowboys should bounce back and win, but they need to win this one in order to keep not only the NFC East, theirs, but a chance for them to come out the NFC. If they have a chance, it has to come directly to Dallas, because if they play on the road against San Francisco or some other team, it's going to be hell for them. So
Let me say this before we move on, PSP.
Go ahead.
I want to just let everyone know this. If Louis, you too, cause you're a Dolphin fan, my brother. If we blow this division after having a 3-game lead, I'm coming on everybody pod, and I'm telling everybody Mike McDaniel needs to be fired. I don't care if it's only.
Hold on. Wait.
Two.
Time out.
He needs to be fired, bro.
Wait, who y'all blowing this division to the
No, I
Bills?
said if. Yeah.
He said if.
This is like the game that's going to decide it.
Wait.
If they blow this, PSP, listen, you my witness, my brother. If they blow this league, I'm calling for his job.
Wait.
I
Time out.
don't
Last
care if
word,
it's only
last
the
word,
second
bro.
year.
Listen, I get this is a tough game, but come on, there's no possible way that y'all can blow this.
Listen, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Lee, because I know the unlikelihood of it. That's why I said if it does happen, he needs to be fired.
We talking about.
We have seen a team run the similar offense that the Miami Dolphins have. We've seen a team like this before, and they blew a lead with Mike Shanahan back in the Denver Broncos days. We saw a team
You're
like this before.
absolutely right, Shannon. Hey, the crazy part is Mike McDaniel was over there too.
I remember that, but
right.
listen,
What makes me mad? If we lock down that Titans win, we have the division.
Yeah,
That's
the division.
What pisses me off.
Louis, hold up.
Yeah.
Can somebody give me the Buffalo Bills remaining games?
They
One
got the
second.
Chargers
I
this
can tell
Saturday.
you, they got the Chargers. Yep.
I pray to God. Oh no, Herbert not playing. Never mind.
No, Herbert is not playing. He's out for the season because of the finger injury.
Badly.
They got
And
the
they closed the
Patriots.
season out
They
against
they
us,
got the
the
Patriots
Patriots.
at home.
Yep.
They should beat the Patriots, and then the season finale is at Miami.
Yep.
Ooh.
I swear to God, that's
And
gonna
then
come
we
down to
close
that
the
damn
division.
game.
We close the season out against. We got the Cowboys, Ravens,
never mind.
But
We got the hardest
guys,
remaining
That's
schedule.
why y'all shook. Okay, all right.
guys,
Okay.
guys, we
Like
gotta
I
move
said,
on.
if it happens, bro.
And
But go
we
ahead,
got,
PSP. My
My
apologies.
bad.
we
I
got
had to- I
Lamar
had to
come.
take
We
a look
got
at the last
Lamar
schedule.
coming.
Louis,
Oh my God.
All right,
yeah,
guys,
Louis, you got a reason to be concerned now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all got to win this game.
leave. We got to move on. Come on, we got a couple of picks right here, so we're gonna try to keep it as short as possible. We got two on Saturday. We got Bengals at Steelers. Steelers are a 3-point favorite. Now, Jamar Chase, I don't believe he's playing,
Yeah, he's out.
but unfortunately for the Steelers, Mason Rudolph will be there at QB.
Give me the Bengals.
Give me the
I
Bengals.
got the
T
Patriots.
Higgins gonna have a
Give me the
field day.
Bengals, bro.
T Higgins gonna have a field.
I don't
field
want
day.
to see Jay. I don't want to see Jay on nobody's podcast, man. Give me the Bengals, man. Get his monkey ass out of here.
Man, why he been that? Because boy, the way he be talking.
Let his
Man,
ass stay in the
Nah, he
dark.
be talking crazy.
No, you
bro.
didn't see he was here last week, my
Let
man.
him stay in the
He
dark.
ran off the sack leaders and he was like TJ Watt, DPOY. I'm like, man.
Nah, Jay
man,
funny,
bro.
bro.
Nah,
Jay
I
hilarious,
was
bro.
ill. I was at the time.
Hey, guys.
Jay,
We
Jay
gotta
is
stay on track. We gotta stay on track.
Yeah.
Hey,
cartoon character.
Hey, Jay's
man.
not
Yeah,
here,
dude.
so let's move on.
Yeah.
All right,
He's not here.
so
I got
all
the
of us.
Bengals.
All right.
Bengals.
Anybody got Steelers before we move on to the next one?
I'm just playing. Go ahead.
All
Don't do
right.
that,
Champ
champ.
tried to go off the
Don't
top.
do that, champ.
And I think it's fair for all of us to say Bills over Chargers.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't
Herbert
charge
was
the
playing a
Oh,
battery
bit
right
different,
now.
but yeah, Bills.
Justin Herbert.
Unfortunately, that won't be for another year or two.
To
He's
Seattle.
Yeah.
So the Bills
All right,
over the
next
Chargers, okay.
next one right here. I'm just gonna say this: Commanders at Jets. Jets are 3-point favorites. Just give me Jets, and then we'll just move on.
I got you guys. I'm never picking the Jets.
I got
I ain't gonna lie, I got the
me neither.
Commanders.
Me neither. I got Washington.
Give me the Commanders.
Oh my god.
I got Washington 9-6.
I'm
Your
sorry.
first
I mean,
Bills
when your offense is just as inept as the Jets' offense, bro, I'm more than
They
likely
can't
I'm not
protect
picking you to
Sam
win
Howell
any
for
game.
shit. And
Bro,
besides,
the Jets
Jacoby.
can't move the ball.
They don't need to.
PSP, they had -4 offensive total yardage
last
after
word
an
is
entire
against.
half.
Do you realize that I get the Jets' offense is that bad, but Washington's defense, they're dead last in the NFL.
Yeah, they both dead last though, so it's a movable
Sam
argument
Howell
against the
gonna light
unstoppable
them boys
force.
up. I got faith. Faith.
I got Sam Howell going off for 400.
Bro, he
I don't know about that.
he
I
got
don't know
yanked.
about that.
Bro, he got yanked in that game, and Jacoby Myers actually looked better than Sam Howell last week against the Rams.
Do we even know who's
Jacoby
starting to get
Myers?
who's starting for the Jets? One minute Zach Wilson, the other one is Trevor Simeon.
Zach
Do we
Wilson
even
will
know?
Zach Wilson will not
Zach
play.
Wilson starting. I think
Trevor
Zach
Simeon
Wilson.
is starting.
Trevor
Yeah.
Simeon starting PSP. If you
Oh,
don't pick,
Trevor
if
Simeon
you don't pick
starting?
Commanders to win,
Oh. Yeah,
No, I
Commanders
want
winning,
them to
bro.
tank. That's what I want them to do. I want
The
them to get
tank.
Hey,
a
listen,
draft
I
pick.
understand.
All
I
right, this
understand,
is
my
a game
brother,
that's
but they're gonna win that
untankable,
game.
bro. Like y'all gotta
How
win
many?
this.
Wait a minute. How many times I've told y'all I do not? I don't trust the Commanders. This is a new organization. This is a new ownership.
Why everybody looking to tank, bro, when their team is just
Because
like,
I told you before, I had no expectations for Washington coming into the season. What I want them to do is get themselves some old linemen to protect Sam Howell so that I can better evaluate him. Then
I
with
agree with
Magic
that.
Johnson, look, we traded Chase Young, Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat is having a Pro Bowl caliber season. He's got 12 and a half sacks this season. Chase Young, we traded him to San Francisco. We got to look at our future. We got to address offensive linemen. We got to address the defensive linemen, the pass rushers. We saving up $90 million over in cap space. So I think that would help us if we tank the rest of the season. The season's over to begin with. Address the areas and then go from there. And if Sam Howell is just not that quarterback for us, then eventually we have to move on for Washington. We haven't had a quarterback like this since Kirk Cousins. Not much to brag about, but unfortunately, this is where we are if we're Washington. So we got to start from scratch in that one.
So here's the
No,
thing.
Kirk Cousins was getting
see,
y'all to the
he-
playoffs
he-
consistently, though.
You see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Trevor Simeon sucks, man. So I don't know. I mean, y'all winning that game.
Hey, listen,
Now,
even
yeah,
a blind squirrel will find his nut eventually.
Hey,
So
look, hey,
anything could happen. All right, but let's move on to this next one.
Commanders
Interesting
by
one.
21.
Browns at the Texans. The Browns are 3-point favorites, and
No
CJ
CJ
Stroud is out because of the concussion. So that's going to be huge, especially for Puka Nacua to still solidify his case for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, last week, though, the Texans did win up against the Titans without CJ Stroud,
Case
without
Keenum.
Tank Dell, without Nico Collins, and they still able to win this one. I got the Browns winning this one.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if Houston pulls off this upset against Cleveland, one of the best defenses in the NFL,
D'Amico Ryan's head coach. He's coach of the year.
that's my point. But I got the Browns winning this one.
I agree.
If he's doing this with Case Keenum, doing this with Case Keenum,
I can't
He
agree.
might be already.
I
but
can't agree with that, bro.
Why
Shane
not?
Steichen is
What
doing
Kevin,
great.
listen, what
Kevin
Kevin
Stefanski.
Stefanski is doing with the Browns, bro. Y'all gotta think about this. He had four different quarterbacks and he led four different not scoring drives, excuse me. 4 game-winning drives with 4 different quarterbacks, bro. That is otherworldly.
So, last word. Can you agree
I'm
that
sorry,
pretty much
bro.
the coach of the year is going to come down to this game then? Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, you can say that for sure.
Pretty
I
much.
think
Yes.
I think the winner could come down to that. But I think if the difference to me is the Browns this entire season have overachieved, and that's what the difference to me personally. I think CJ Stroud becoming the phenom he became somewhat gave D'Amico Ryan's rooms to grow. But you had a guy like Deshaun Watson who has not lived up to the contract he has received. Then he gets hurt. You had PJ Walker come in. We talking about an XFL player who's not anything to write about.
Mind you, no
Dorian
Nick
Thompson.
Chubb.
No, Nick
Yeah,
Chubb.
Nick Chubb got hurt. Didn't say that.
Mhm.
You right. And then now you got a 38-year-old Joe Flacco who's on his couch of 2 weeks ago, and they're still winning games. At this point, bro, I gotta give it to Kevin Stefanski, bro, and that's coming from a guy that was a critic of Kevin Stefanski. But I gotta give it to him.
Kevin Stefanski has definitely he's turned chicken shit into chicken
Listen,
salad this year, bro.
I love this coach. I love this coach of the year race because like the 3 guys like Shane
It's a
Steichen,
lot of
D'Amico
guys you can
Ryans,
make
and
an
Kevin
argument
Stefanski.
for.
Like I love the race. I mean,
'Cause I think Sean McVay
I
becoming
think
a sleeper too.
D'Amico Ryans has a legitimate shot
to me, one of them is going to get eliminated from this game.
to really jump to really
Right.
make a leap, bro. Like this weekend, I think if he can pull this off, I got the Browns, but if somehow, some way that the Texans could pull this shit off, bro, like it's no question it's got to be D'Amico Ryans, bro. Like, and to me, against one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league, man. Like, come on, bro, it has to be. But
All
I
right,
got the Browns nonetheless, though.
champ.
The Browns, I mean, I can't, they didn't face, let's just face it, they beat them, they beat the Titans last week, but the Titans defense ain't this defense. And plus Myles Garrett, he's about to wreak havoc. I don't trust Case Keenum against that defense at this point.
Is Trey snoring?
It's the fan in the background. But
Yo, Trey, you gotta lower the fan, dog.
But plus you got to think about this. Not only is his quarterback out, 2 of his safeties is out, and 2 of his offensive line is out. So that's just pure coaching what's going on in Cleveland at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it.
Kenny, who you got? Yo, Trey, we still hear the fan, man. and stuff,
Nah,
man.
bro, I think he's snoring.
No, that's
man.
him snoring.
He's snoring.
He asleep or something?
He asleep.
Yeah, he's
That's what I said. I
Yeah.
said, bro, is he snoring?
We gonna see.
I think you can mute him. I think.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
about to do that.
Yeah.
We ain't... Trey, what's
just
your
wake
pick,
up.
man? Come on, are you sleeping or something?
Just wake up.
Come on, bro.
I can hear y'all, but I just nodded off. I can hear everything y'all saying.
Look, man, I know you. I know it's 11:30, but what you got for the Browns and Texans game? We're gonna try to hurry up with these picks real quick.
Word.
Browns, Texans. I got the Browns.
All right. By the way, we still hear that noise. I think I still hear that noise in the background, but anyway.
Hold on.
Kenny,
Hey Trey, you got the TV on?
sounds like the TV, definitely.
Yeah, you might have the TV on.
Kenny, who you got, man? Kenny.
He can't.
Yeah.
I think Ken.
Kenny
Nah, he
got
ain't
LeBron.
Yeah, he
Kenny ain't
watching the Lakers. He watching the Lakers. He probably distracted right
I
now.
don't
But
know
anyway,
why, bro. LeBron ain't playing.
maybe some Laker highlights or something. But anyway, Seahawks at Titans. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites against the Titans. Who y'all got?
I got Seattle.
I
Last
got
word?
Seahawks. I got Seahawks.
Is Will Levis still out?
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
Yeah,
They
Will
might shut
Levis
him down
is
for
gone.
this season. Yeah, they might shut him down for the season.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Is Tannehill starting?
Yeah.
Mierda. Oh, that's bad.
They got to move on from that dude. Seriously.
They really do. I'm not gonna lie. They need to go quarterback hunting quickly. Like,
I think Will Levis
Well, hold on,
is
wait, Will
good. I think
Levis,
Will
they
Levis
got
is
some-
good.
No, I don't think you get another quarterback. I think you just got to rock with Levis for now.
Will
and then-
Levis for now until you find somebody else.
Get him
Exactly.
a better weapon because we know.
Is
Wait,
that
y'all
the dude that
don't
put?
think
Wait,
Will
hold up. Is
Levis-
that the dude that put mayonnaise in his coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh God, yeah, you can't trust him. You gotta find somebody
He
else.
says you can't trust.
Not Levis is solid, man.
He's been
I'm about
playing
to
with
say,
Levis,
been
I
playing
think
solid,
Levis
man.
is solid, but I don't think Levis is a part of their long-term plan, man. They need a
Really?
long-term plan. I think
I
they
don't
need a
know
long.
if you get him
I
if you get him
disagree.
some weapons, bro. I don't know.
And that's an extra job, Louis, bro. Like I don't want an extra job on top
You gotta
of
get
somebody
every
that.
quarterback weapons though. That's not
Yeah, you got to get every quarterback weapons, but you got to get a quarterback weapons that a quarterback that you believe in.
Go get T Higgins. Watch how bad they let up the lead, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. If
Man,
they
Man,
would've
I'm
got
moving on.
T.
I'm washing my hands with this, bro. Listen, get somebody you believe in.
Guys, we got to move on. Brandon,
Yo.
Seattle.
Seahawks and Titans.
Oh, Seahawks.
Okay.
We're gonna beat the Titans. We're going to the playoffs too.
No, you're not.
No, yeah.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Do you see how
We gotta move on.
Yeah, not
Guys,
going
guys,
to
guys,
the
guys,
Move on.
Y'all got it though. Y'all got it, though.
Kenny or Trey? I don't think they're gonna respond. But anyway, this is a good one right here. I'm gonna let Champ go first. Colts against the Falcons.
Shit.
And Atlanta is a 2.5-point favorite.
You got to be kidding me.
How?
How?
They at home. That's why they giving the home field advantage.
Oh, Champ, clean this up, man. Come on, man. 5 seconds.
Hey, I must say this, and we rise up. I'll be damned if I go against my Falcons on any given Sunday. The hell with that. And PSP, I'll live up to my bet at the end of the show. You already know what it is.
We know. Brandon.
Got the coach.
Leaf.
I got the coach.
Luis.
Give me the Colts, man.
Last word.
I got the Falcons, man.
What the? What? We moving on. We moving on.
Oh well, no, we moving
I
on.
I like their defense, man. I like the way they play with the ball. And listen, I don't
You a
believe
damn
in Desmond
lie.
Ritter. They got a good defense.
They do.
But-
They have a very, very good defense.
But the reason that I picked the Falcons because I think they know the division is getting away from them, and I think they're going to be playing desperate. So I think they're going to pull this out.
That's why they're gonna lose, because they're gonna start playing desperate.
Only way
You
they
might be right.
only way the Falcons have a good chance of winning. Hey, Desmond Ritter, take care of that football.
Oh, he's
So,
not playing. Taylor Heineke's playing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Taylor
they got
Heineke's playing.
Heineke.
Taylor
Oh,
Heinicke, just feed Drake London. We gonna be good.
all right, I'm gonna let Leaf go first on this one. Packers at the Panthers. The Packers are 4-point favorites. Carolina's
God.
coming off a victory against the
Only 4?
Carolina Panthers. Who wins, Leaf?
A 4-point, bro. That's disgraceful. 4-point favorite, bro. But bro, we better beat them handily, bro. Come on, man. This is a joke. This is a joke, man. The fact that we blew the last 2 games, bro. It started with that damn Giants game, man. That was an omen because Tommy DeVito. That was an omen, but I already know what happened, bro. Tommy DeVito sent Danny DeVito and some of the Italians, bro, to Jordan Love hotel room, bro, and that's how that went down, bro. Like we all know that was, but look, we better win this game by 40. The hell with this, bro.
40.
Leaf,
Yeah.
if you lose this one, what are you going to do?
If we lose this one, bro, like I'm taking the rest of the year off, man. Like that's
All right,
and it ain't
Luis.
but 7 days left, man. I'm taking the rest of the year off.
Jordan Love throwing for 3 touchdowns this game, man. Give me the Packers,
Yep.
man. Give me the
Last
Packers.
word.
Yeah, I got the Packers pretty comfortably too.
Champ.
Go Pack, go.
Oh my goodness! Don't swear like that.
Brandon.
Packers.
All right, Kenny and Trey. And I don't think they're going to respond.
Packers.
But
Hold up, wait, Champ, did you pick the Panthers?
I said go Pack, go. Damn.
Oh, my bad.
oh, Trey.
Trey said Packers. He said Packers.
Trey. Okay, Trey, you picked the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
And okay, Kenny. I don't think Kenny's going to.
And he picks
respond.
LeBron. He picks LeBron. That's it.
Well, that's his goat. So let's move on. All right, Leaf, I'm going to let you go first on this one. Lions at the Vikings, and Detroit is a 3-point favorite.
I'm not gonna lie, this is wow. Lions at the Vikings. I think the Vikings done found something, bro. Addison is a dog. Addison is a real dog, man. But I'm gonna take the Lions in a close one. I had them to win this division before this year started. I ain't really had us do too much or nothing, man. We managed to surprise some people, but the jig is up. And I think the Lions they're gonna win a close one. I think they're gonna win it close.
All right, Luis.
I'll be different. Give me the Vikings, bro. Give me the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
Leaf won't have a problem with it. Last word.
This one a bit tough for me because I'm not that big on Jared Goff, but I think the Lions are just a better overall team, so I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Champ.
The Lions.
Brandon.
I give me the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Vikings.
Be honest, I ain't mad with either or, bro. Like, be honest with you,
It's a
game
division
could
game too, man.
the game can end up in the top for all I care, man. But I got the Lions.
All right, Kenny, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
All right, Lions and Vikings. Who you have?
Vikings are at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Detroit is a 3-point favorite.
Who's the Vikings quarterback this week?
Nick Mullins right now.
Nick Mullins, yep.
Yes.
He been
Oh,
cooking though.
He played all right.
Is this the year of the backup quarterback, Louis?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, you didn't see me, bro. I was campaigning Josh Jobs for MVP, bro. I was here.
I'm not gonna lie. Give me the Lions. Slight edge.
All right. Trey.
Lions.
All right. I'm gonna let Brandon go first on this one because he loves to hate on this individual. Jaguars at the Buccaneers. Florida versus Florida. 2 number 1 overall picks. Trevor Lawrence going up against Baker Mayfield.
That's just nasty. How you presented that.
Oh,
That's
man.
disgusting.
No, because he's been on the record saying Trevor Lawrence is mid, and I bet you right now, if the Bucks win that one, he'll probably say Baker Mayfield better than Trevor Lawrence.
You know what? Give me
What?
Butter
I
Mayfield.
don't think Brandon. I don't think Brandon is that crazy.
Brandon,
Give me
let's get
Butter
back to
Mayfield and the Bucks. Give me the
I
Bucks.
like Baker, but let's not do that.
Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like, let's calm the hell down.
Hold on.
This is Brandon we're talking
hold on,
about here.
You know what?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be
I
quiet.
know, bro. Like, he been trying to bash Trevor all year, but I don't
No,
think
no.
I don't think he
I
jumped
can
off the
agree. I
top
can
rope with
agree that
anything
Trevor has
major.
not been what he could be, but he's better than Baker, bro.
We
Last
expect
one.
more
This is the
last
same
word.
person who tried to make an argument. He thought Kyler Murray was better than Trevor.
He is.
And well, he's not, but I mean, then that's I
Kenny, they
respect the
hating on
opinion.
Kyler, bro.
Easy on Champ's future
I
quarterback.
respect the
I'm-
opinion, bro. Like you gonna make Champ activate, bro. Like in a second.
I'm taking Kyler over Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna hold you. I love Kyler Murray, man, but come on, bro. Are we dead ass, bro?
Future Falcons quarterback.
Yes.
Kyler Murray?
No, do not mention that with Champ. We don't want to raise Champ's blood pressure.
Don't do
No,
that. Don't do
no.
that. Don't do that.
This is holiday season. Come on now.
Oh yeah,
PSP,
you're
I know
right.
we
You're
got to
right.
move
Let him
on,
troll. It's okay.
but
Yeah,
my thing
I'm
is,
fucking with
man,
you, Champ. That's
the
what you
last time we seen a healthy Kyler, before this season, he took his team to the playoffs, bro. They were undefeated.
Hey, Champ, how you feel about Justin Fields as in a
did
Falcons
Trevor
uniform?
Lawrence not win a playoff game, bro?
That's a whole nother. That's
He
a whole
did.
nother
He did.
show, bro.
Did Trevor
did,
Lawrence not
and
win a playoff game?
he did. He came back from a 27-point
And then he
deficit,
come
and the
back
last
from
time.
Gosh, bro.
27 points against your boy?
Yeah,
Oh
how
my
long ago
gosh,
was
here we
that?
go.
And he threw 4
That
picks.
was last
It
year.
was last
What
year,
you mean,
yeah.
how long?
But Brendan, if you keep
It wasn't Herbert's fault that they lost though.
still at the end of the day, unfortunately, that's going to fall on him at the end of the day. I mean, it's a
But
team
bro,
sport.
But we know it wasn't
possession
on him,
game
though.
is going to fall on the quarterback as
Bruh,
well.
they
bro. Let's
had
not do
Brandon
this, bro.
Staley, bro. Let's move on, bro. Please.
Yeah, but two things could be true. But Brandon, last time we saw Kyler Murray in a playoff game against the Rams, he laid an egg in that game. He had a QBR of 8, and he threw 2 interceptions, including a pick
What
six.
the
They
Rams?
got them. They
Kenny,
got
weren't y'all the best team in the
them.
The
NFL
Rams kind of whooped that ass. I ain't gonna lie.
that year?
Not kind of. They did.
They did, bro. They stomped a mud hole in the.
Weren't the Rams the best team in the NFL that year? And they won the Super Bowl that year?
They won the Super Bowl.
I mean, that still don't give you a reason to have an
I
8
wouldn't say
QBR rating,
best.
bro. Like,
They were the best defense in the league.
that still don't give you a
I mean,
reason to
that
have
year
an
was
8
kind of subjective
QBR
who the
rating, bro.
best
Come
team
on,
in the
bro.
league was.
Stop it.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
if we want to
back,
talk about if we
back
want to
to-
talk about coaches,
but
Cliff
back to the
Kingsbury was trash.
Kingsbury was a
Say
joke.
Cliff Kingsbury.
he was trash, but again, at the same time, he should have
Man,
never
he ain't
been
the
a head
reason
coach.
why he had an 8 QBR though, bro. Like,
we
come
still
on,
time.
an
We still on
8.
time.
Guys,
we on time.
all right,
We
hold
on
on, Brandon. Pick the game: Jags and Bucks.
Oh, I said Bucks. I got Bucks in the upset.
No, okay. Champ.
Boomer soon. I'm going with Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. This Baker shit gotta stop.
Stop
They're
hating.
cooking this year, bro.
Last word.
This shit
I
gonna
got,
you need to stop hating.
I got the Bucks, bro.
I'm not doing this.
Luis.
Raise the helmet, PSP. Raise the helmet. You gotta raise the helmet. Ray, come on, do it. You ain't do it all night.
Yeah,
Raise
Louis,
the helmet.
come on, man. What are you doing?
Raise the helmet, man. Yeah. I'm going with the Bucks, man. Stop playing.
You know what?
I just only did it because Luis asked me to do it.
Yeah,
Nah,
But I love doing it though.
It's the helmet, man.
You know
Leave.
what? Every last one of y'all gonna regret this. Every last one of you.
If I
Oh,
don't,
Motherfucker, you the same person who regretted the Packers are gonna compete in the NFC. Come on, man.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
First off, why you
Leave,
bringing
leave,
old
leave.
shit?
Hold up.
Second,
No, leave. That's crazy.
Why do people always do that? As soon as you think you'll be like, why you bring up old shit?
Nah,
He looked so distraught when
answer
you
why.
just said that, bro.
Come on, Lee.
You turning
I got
up,
to
yes,
listen.
sir. Big Baker.
Louis, you don't believe in
Man,
that. You don't
Baker
believe in
been
that
playing
bullshit.
well this year.
You don't
Man,
believe
gotta
in it.
give him to him.
You don't
Beef
believe it.
Mayfield.
This to prove that you ain't gonna believe. I got the Jaguars by double digits, by the way. Too.
Okay.
Well,
Trey.
Hell with
if
that.
that happens, I'll take 2 shots live on PSP
I
show
got
next
the
week.
Bucks.
That ain't
Get
that.
Bucks to double digits.
That ain't good enough. That
My
ain't good
question.
enough.
So you gonna go with the quarterback who fumbled on a run when nobody touched him? Let
Cook.
that sink in. Nobody
Cook.
touched Trevor Lawrence and he fumbled.
Trey, they playing against the Buccaneers.
They've been playing good
The
football.
Buccaneers are
They've been
first in the
playing good
division. What are you
football.
talking about? They're first
The
in the
Buck.
division.
You talking like the
Yeah, but Kenny,
Buccaneers
that
are
division
trash
ain't the
or
best
something like?
division
Oh,
though.
it's the
I know, but
Bucks
they're
been
still
playing
first in the
good ball,
division.
man. I mean, it's
They've been,
It
they've been
is,
playing
but
good. They've been playing
but
good
people
football.
gonna discount it though.
Hold up.
Atlanta?
Hold on. Wasn't Atlanta like first place in the division at one point?
They were at one
the
point, but
Saints
then
was.
ultimately they moved on from Desmond Ritter. So now Tampa Bay has the number
Nah.
1 seed though. Tampa Bay should win this division.
But regardless, they were still the number 1 seed.
Regardless, they still trash. I got the Jaguars by 10.
Kenny, who do
No
you
way,
have?
you gonna let a trash quarterback walk into Lambeau and do a perfect passer rating on y'all?
I'm going with
Listen, we the
Baker.
youngest team in the league.
Hold on, leave. Kenny speaking.
I'm going with Texas's biggest hater and Baker Mayfield to go to. Well, they're at home, right?
Yes, the Bucks are home.
Man, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
But anyways, I'm going with Texas' most biggest hater, Baker Mayfield and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Who you know doing throws like this? Not Jordan Love. Yes, sir.
Montana can do
Big
it. I said
Baker.
Montana. Mahomes can do that.
Here he
That
goes.
man-
He's
that
ruining my
man
shine.
You know
son.
what?
I'm gonna do this one last time only.
Yeah.
One more schooner.
Baker Mayfield.
Bro, this shit is gross, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What the hell, man?
Wait.
Bro, what's up with the Baker?
Wait, can you answer my question, Lee?
He playing good.
Lee, can you answer my question? Why does Baker Mayfield have better stats than Jalen Hurts?
Oh, fuck.
You know what? That's a good. You know what? Listen, I guess you got to ask a Eagles fan, bro. Like, listen, I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You
see what the media.
I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is better than
If you
Jalen Hurts.
solely
That's not what I'm
leaning,
saying.
if you solely leaning on the numbers,
Kenny, are
bro,
you
like,
trying to
I
piss off
understand.
Broad?
Wait.
I
Let's
will
be.
happily piss off.
Hey, let's
Broad.
be.
solely
Hey,
leaning
let's
on the
be.
numbers,
Kenny,
bro. Like,
Kenny.
I
Hold on. Wait.
understand, bro.
Let's
Like,
be.
listen,
Let's be
he's
stat
having a
merchants
no.
right
Wait.
now. Hold
He's
on.
having a good year, bro. Like, listen, if you want to lean on the numbers, that's fine. But we all know this is not the real Baker Mayfield.
But
I'll
listen.
say it again.
Let's
Hold
get-
on.
This is not the
Leave.
real
Hold
Baker
up.
Mayfield.
Leave. Just hear me out. Baker was playing decent, like with the Rams, like when he got there.
Yep.
So he goes to Tampa, and Baker is actually playing good. He matured as a quarterback.
Yep.
So it's like you can't really
And
take that away
he's
from
being
him.
a leader.
Also, hey, since we on the Baker train, let's get wild with it. Hey, Brandon.
Huh?
To fuse your T-line hate more, do you know that Baker Mayfield got more touchdowns and less picks than Trevor Lawrence?
Swear he do. Swear
What
he
he
do.
do? Trevor Lawrence got 18
You know
touchdowns
what?
and 10 picks.
Hey,
Baker Mayfield got
PSP,
24
man. Let's
touchdowns and 8 picks.
PSP. Let's move on,
all
bro.
right.
Look,
Hey.
the Nets
Let's
lost
move.
already. I'm tired.
Hey.
Let's move on, bro.
My God, Leaf, you act as if Baker Mayfield is Tim Tebow all of a
Brandon,
sudden. but
I'm just
we
saying,
won't
bro.
go
I'm not
That's
saying
man.
that.
you know what? Bro, they starting to treat him like that, bro. Like that's what they
Numbers don't
starting to do.
lie. Numbers do not
They
lie.
starting to treat
All
him
right,
like Tim
all right,
Tebow,
all
bro.
right.
Like,
Let's go PSP.
Next
Baker,
game,
Baker Mania.
next game
But
right
how long
here.
this lasts.
PSP,
Next
can
game.
I say something
Go ahead.
before we go to another topic?
Go ahead.
CJ Stroud is better than Jalen Hurts, and I'm standing on business when I say that.
Damn.
I'm standing on
All
business
right.
when I say that.
Yeah, let's go to
Hey,
let's go to the
say his name.
let's go to the
Let's move on.
I take
Let's
Kenny strikes again.
I feel like you're trying to put a burden on CJ, but that's the here no
I'm
here.
not.
You gonna get you about to get brought up in here, bro. Like for real.
CJ, look, CJ is doing this with lesser talent, bro. Lesser talent.
Okay, but
see
CJ.
all the-
Okay,
Hyping
but
up the
Kenny,
new
here's
day
the
Ryan
thing though.
Fitzpatrick.
Here's
Yup,
the thing
hyping
though.
up the
If
new
he's
day
doing with
Ryan
lesser talent,
Fitzpatrick.
then explain the game against the Jets.
That's a one
No
bad
Tank Dell.
game, though.
No Tank Dell. No Dalton Schultz. No Nico Collins, and you went up against the Jets' top 10 defense in the NFL. I
Well,
get it's
listen.
one game, but
One game.
don't you think we're being prisoner of the moment?
I want to see how
Absolutely,
that.
I think.
No. I think we being
That's fucking
I want to see
insane.
CJ Stroud next year before I say some shit.
That's absolutely.
I think, but again,
Super Bowl, bro.
But
Like,
again,
get the
but I
fuck
think it's fair to say Jabari ain't here.
Oh
I got
man.
CJ over Dak. We won't go there.
I will
Oh,
happily
man.
go. CJ clears Dak.
Don't tell Jabari that.
You talking about the MVP candidate, Dak? That's what
No,
we talking
well, we'll talk about the MVP after our picks. But Jabari went on. He went on the message chat and he said that he said Dak is top 5. He actually put him above Allen and Herbert, which I thought it was crazy, but we won't even go there.
Who said
But anyway,
that?
let's move on. Kenny, I'm gonna let you go first. Cardinals at Bears. You a big Justin Fields fan? Thought Justin Fields actually played well last week against the Browns. Too many drop passes on the Bears wide receivers' part. Who wins?
Cardinals defense is ass, but Kyler is tough. Give me the Bears by 3.
Okay. Leaf?
Only because of the fact that the Cardinals defense is trash.
All right. I'll give you that. Leaf?
The game in Chicago.
Yes, is that Chicago?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take the Bears, and that's my that Chicago win gonna blow little itty bitty Kyler Murray all over the damn place, man. Like he ain't gonna be able to do nothing to that. Man, unfortunately, I gotta take the Bears. That's the one team in our division, bro, that I literally disgust me. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, but yeah, I have to take the Bears.
They're gonna have to make a serious decision as far as with the number 1 overall pick, whether to trade or
will.
draft Caleb.
I trade it and trade down.
I'm not.
I don't think they're gonna keep Justin Fields, bro. Like, so I'm thinking that they're gonna keep it and probably.
If I'm the Bears, this is what I'm doing. I believe in Fields. Me personally, I will go get Marvin Harrison Jr. That's just me though. And
The problem
Yes.
is, bro, they front office don't believe in it because the management that drafted him is not the management that's
I
there.
don't know. Recently though, they've been him and DJ Moore.
Recently, they've
been
been raving about
They've
that
been-
man. Recently, man, I'm not gonna hold them.
They probably lying. You know you can't trust no GMs, bro.
I
Like,
mean, you
man, they
can't. You not wrong. About
And besides,
that,
I don't
but
think it's
he
easy
been
to see a
playing
wide
well.
receiver drafted number 1 overall. Last time that happened was Keyshawn Johnson
Keyshawn
back in
Johnson,
'96. So it's going to be rare. But I do agree, if you're going to keep Fields, you might as well get him another weapon or offensive line to protect him as well.
Yeah, O lineman or a wide receiver.
Who was the last one drafted number 1 over? Was that Eric Fisher?
They definitely need to get an O line, bro, for real.
I think it was
Chicago-
Darnell Wright out of
Chicago
Tennessee.
without an O line, bro. This don't make no sense
The
to me, bro.
Bears
Like, they
defense,
gotta get an O line.
The Bears defense, low-key got better towards the end of the season. So
They
I
had an
feel like
O line behind. They had an O line to block for Rex Grossman.
Well,
bro.
also,
They can
like,
get an O-line.
did Jalen Johnson's mind change? Does he still want to be traded in the offseason, too? We got to play that into a factor, too.
I don't know. But, Trey, who do you got winning? Cardinals at Bears?
Bears.
All right. Luis?
All right, I got DJ Moore, 3 touchdowns. Come on.
Last word.
Damn, 3 touchdowns. Shit.
Where's DJ Moore?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I got the Cardinals, man. I'm a Kyler guy, so I like Fields too, but I think Kyler gonna come in and show his worth this game.
Not if it's windy, bro. He gonna be this shit. He can't.
That man
his little
got
ass gonna
plenty of
float in the
arm.
air.
He good enough. That dude can spin the ball, bro. I'm not worried about his
Oh
arm.
yeah, he could spin. Yeah, he definitely could spin.
Champ?
The Bears.
Brandon? Brandon. I think we lost them, but you know what? I'm gonna do this again only because OU. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
OU.
Team Baker.
Team Kyler too. Kyler from
I need
OU.
to ask Hot Take Kenny. I need to ask Hot Take Kenny something. Yo, Kenny.
That's good.
I said this in the
No,
chat.
PSP, bro. You really started.
I said this in the chat. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think Puka
is
could
who I
be
am,
top 10 next year?
Can you put my face on screen, please?
You think Puka could be top 10 next year?
Hold up. Give me a second.
Let's see it. There we go.
I think Puka can be top 10, but I will say this. If Puka has another caliber season like this, I'm taking him over Smitty. Yep.
I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna send this to Trent.
Trent, if you see this,
Oh my God.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Smile on here, brother.
Yeah,
That's
we gonna move on. We already did.
I would like to just say I was a model citizen tonight.
You were. I will give you that.
yeah, I didn't curse
Patriots-
a lot. PSP.
No, but yeah, be careful now. Holiday season.
PSP,
Season
I wrote
and-
down the timestamp for his hot take, so I'll send it to you in the chat so you ain't gotta.
No, it's all good. But definitely send it to me. Definitely send it to me.
We got another game.
Yes, this is a boring one. Patriots at Broncos. Broncos are 7-point favorites.
Patriots.
Should be 21-point favorites.
Patriots.
That team fucking sucks.
Give me.
I got the Patriots.
Broncos.
Lee, why are you picking the Patriots?
I got the Patriots.
For what?
Give
I
the
got the
Broncos.
Patriots.
Give the
Oh,
Broncos.
I know why. We won't go there.
You don't believe in Russ? Danger
I got
Russ?
the Patriots.
Because he's a hater.
Please, don't do that. Don't
No,
do that.
please.
No, I'm being like
No.
I'm
He
not
won't.
going into detail
alright,
about
alright.
nothing, bro. I got the
all
Patriots.
right. No, I really didn't know.
No.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Alright,
Last
we
word.
move on.
I didn't know what the hell was going on either, but I got the Broncos.
Champ.
God damn. Excuse me.
Hey man.
Damn. I feel like gas. Sorry about that. If you're a veteran, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm taking the Broncos. I'm sorry.
Trey.
If you thinking I'm taking the Patriots over the Broncos, you out your mind. I got the Broncos.
All right.
I got Spygate in this, bro. Like I got the Patriots.
Brandon, can you hear us, bro? Okay, I don't know what's going on with Brandon, but let's move on. I'll
Brandon got
say
the
on his,
Patriots.
but no, he got the Broncos. We all know why, but we won't go there. Next one, Raiders at Chiefs. The Chiefs are 10-point favorites. They've been struggling as far as catching the football. Kadarius Toney. Kenny, I'm gonna let you go first. Who wins?
Fuck them sorry ass Raiders. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. F the
Leaf?
Raiders to the day I die.
F them sorry ass Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the Raiders.
Luis?
Yeah, you hating on this point, bro.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs, man. Give me the Chiefs.
You think I ain't when I am, man? Screw them.
Just give me the Chiefs, man.
Who's your team? Who's your team, Leaf?
Guys, come on.
It was just a question. It was just a simple question. Who's your team?
I feel like it's gonna cause controversy here. Come on.
It's irrelevant. Next question.
Wow, that's crazy. His team's trash.
Hey, don't start that shit tonight. That's enough. Shit.
Yeah, thank you.
My fault on.
God damn.
Last word.
I got the Chiefs, bro.
Champ.
The Chiefs. Excuse
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was just hating there. I got the Chiefs, bro. Like, for real.
Trey.
In the words of Jay-Z, when it comes to the Raiders, we don't believe you. You need more people. So I'm going with the Chiefs. Thank you very much.
All right, and Brandon, and I don't think he's gonna answer this one.
I got Chiefs.
Oh, you
I
got
got the
Chiefs.
I got the
He's
Chiefs as
back.
well. I was just hating, bro. Like,
Oh no!
Stay on that side.
All right. We got two last ones right here. Giants at Eagles. I think all of us can agree the Eagles should win this one. They're 13.5-point favorites.
Yeah,
can
they
we? Can we?
should.
If
Are
they
they?
don't win, boy, they
Are they
gonna
gonna
have
win
a
Oh
this?
no,
They
man!
should.
Something about
Wait,
that.
hold up, wait. PSP. Are they gonna win this?
It's something about that. You know,
They
that thing.
I
And Cam?
I think for the Eagles, they should win this one. That it's not going to be convincing though, but I do think as long as Jalen Hurts takes care of the football, which has been a problem with him throughout the season, I
That's
think they
been
should
too big
win.
of an if. Listen to me, bro. Listen, this team has been reduced to the 2020 Pittsburgh Steelers. I repeat, this team has been reduced to the
We're gonna have a
2020 Pittsburgh
conversation about
Steelers.
Mike Tomlin one of these days. Yeah, I know
I
y'all.
saw your video on it. I saw your video on it.
We're gonna have a conversation about Mike Tomlin one of these days, man.
I mean, I don't know what the conversation is going to consist of, but I mean, listen, all I
Fire
know
his
is
ass.
Yes.
they firing him. Did
him
he go? Did
losing.
he go under
I tell you,
500?
him losing
Does he have a
his
losing
job.
season? Does
That's
he
what
have a
the
losing
conversation
season?
gonna be about.
Who's
No
next?
matter. How do you not? How do
Here
you
we
not?
go with this.
It don't
Yeah,
matter.
we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Come on, guys.
I mean,
Giants
nah,
at Eagles.
I got the listen. The Eagles better win this game, man. Listen, if they don't, man, I'm blaming it on the fact that Tommy DeVito sent some Italians to Jalen Hurts room, bro. Like, man, I'm
Would you
blaming it
cut
on
that shit out, bro? Damn.
my bad. I got the Eagles.
All right, Kenny.
Give me the Giants.
Woo. All right.
I take
Trey.
Kenny.
One and only.
Eagles.
All right, Luis, you got Eagles, right?
Nah, Kenny took my hot take. I was gonna say somebody got to look
Nah, I
dumb
ain't
for
gonna lie.
clips. So let me get the Giants.
All right. We'll give you that. Last word.
Kenny just lunacy right
got
now.
the
He said
Eagles.
the Giants.
Champ, you got the Eagles. Oh, you got the Giants.
Whoa, we got 3 Giants.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Brandon from the blog.
I ain't going with that hype. Give me the Eagles.
I'll give the Eagles on this one. And last one. Hold up. If I have it. Ooh, oh my God. Monday Night Football.
Oh man.
Ravens at 49ers. Now, this is the game that everyone is expecting to watch.
Let me go
It's going
first.
to
Let
be
me go
fun.
first, PSP.
Hold on. I'm about to do the introduction.
Clips, man. We need it for
Hey,
clips.
yo.
Now,
hey,
now.
Brandon.
No, hold on. Leave. Can I? Let me finish the introduction. I'm gonna let Brandon go first. Now, this is a big one for MVP cases. Whether Brock Purdy or Christian McCaffrey, if Lamar wins this one. Brandon, I'm gonna let you go first. Who wins?
All right. Now, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. But listen, when the Ravens win that game, Lamar Jackson is winning MVP. He's going to win the MVP.
And when they lose,
Brock Purdy is still ass.
Nah, CMC. Listen, if 49ers do, bro, CMC still my MVP, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So wait. Let me get this straight.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me the Matupina Loop, from the Majikma Loop, Baltimore Ravens.
Wow. Okay.
That's how them Baltimore people talk. They got this
Baltimore
weird
too.
accent.
That's the type of terminology they speak?
Bro, it's weird, bro. They like to say this weird stuff on the Philippimajang, bro. They make these weird ass.
You've been
words
watching
about
The Wire
how-
too damn much, brother.
Yeah,
I was about to say, who the hell talk like that
That's
from
not
Baltimore?
why.
You've been watching The Wire.
That's East Baltimore right there. I've been out there, bro. Like
I
They make you talking to them.
I met a couple people from Baltimore. I never heard
All
of
right.
like that.
Yeah,
Leaf,
you be
who do you got?
talking
I got the Niners, but it's gonna be close. I think this is gonna be something close, man. I think Lamar gonna ball out, but I think he may come up short, just a little short. I think I got a 1 possession game.
Trey?
Well, I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I'm going with my team because I think Lamar Jackson is going basically. Oh, he coming to get y'all. Coming to get them San Francisco 49ers because they've been talking mad. They've been talking reckless.
Okay. Luis?
It's tough. It's tough, man, but I'm gonna go Baltimore, man. Lamar, I gotta go. I gotta go Baltimore.
All right. Last word.
Man, listen, I'm a huge Lamar guy, man, but I got to go with the Niners in this one.
Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all, PSP.
Take it easy, Kenny.
All right, hot take. Holler at you, bro.
All right,
All right.
man.
And
I got the Niners.
all right. And for who's y'all NFL MVP? Make it quick.
At this point, it's Brock Purdy.
CMC.
I got CMC.
Unfortunately, I got to
I
give
got
it to
Lamar.
Purdy because. All right, take it easy, Trey. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it to
All right.
Purdy.
Well,
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
You
I'm
say
sorry,
got,
Trey.
You
Go.
say you got Lamar.
I
Oh, you
said I
got
got
Lamar?
Lamar.
All right, cool. I unfortunately it's gonna go to Purdy, but I'm not mad at Purdy. I mean, I think he's at best mid, but that's about it. But
Tyreek,
anyway,
we were close. Tyreek, we were this fucking close, man.
Yeah, so
anyway, let's do these last few start benches and cuts. We're gonna do a food one.
Uh-oh.
My favorite food.
Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. Luis, you want to go?
Yeah, in that order.
In that order. Okay.
Yes, in that order.
Brandon?
I'm starting Pizza Hut. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had Papa John's in a minute, so I'm a bench Domino's and cut Papa John's.
He said he would lose it if somebody would start Papa John's.
Shit, you about to lose it then, boy.
If you start Papa John's, then you ain't living right.
Hey, shit, fuck it. I
Trey,
guess
you
I ain't
wanna
living
go?
Right.
Oh, very simple. Start Pizza Hut, bench Domino's, cutting Papa John's. Ugh.
Last word.
Where y'all from? Cause the Pizza Hut I'm around, that shit is terrible. Where y'all from? I gotta hear this.
North Kakalaki.
I'm from
I'm
Connecticut.
from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. We got
Okay.
Pizza Huts all. Well, we got a Domino's, but we mostly got Pizza Huts.
So okay, that's why. Maybe it's cause where I'm from. Cause down in the 305, boy, that shit is horrible. I'm starting Papa John's. I'm benching Domino's. I'm cutting Pizza Hut, bro. Pizza Hut's terrible down here. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit is awful.
You cutting Pizza Hut?
Yes, that shit is awful.
What?
Yes.
What is it about you don't like? Was it the
It's nothing but grease and cheese, bro. That shit is terrible. Like, what are we doing? That shit is horrible.
Yeah, he's starting to sound like Broad all of a sudden because he was complaining about Domino's.
I mean, dog. Papa John's tried to bring in Shaq, and Shaq couldn't even say Papa John's. It's still disgusting.
Hey man, listen.
I haven't
All
had
I
it in a
know is
minute,
this
so
is
that's
real
I wouldn't say
Pizza
Papa
Hut
John's is
back in all them
disgusting. It's
days,
just not the
bro.
pizza I choose over the other two.
Look, last word. I don't know what they're serving in the 305, but maybe you may have to go to a different pizzeria in Miami.
Maybe I do, boy, because
Maybe it's because where you at. You know, that's why I always say to people when they say certain places be.
I've never had good
Yeah,
pizza
that
pizza,
like when
bro.
people say
Never.
certain places are disgusting, I'd be like, maybe it's because you from there, and it's
What you
probably
doing,
good
Champ?
over there.
Hold on, what you doing, Champ? Champ didn't go. What you doing, Champ?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask Champ.
Champ over there smiling.
He got a little
Mhm.
something.
Last word. Salute. I'm starting Papa John's.
Oh,
See, look,
God.
see, he's from the South.
See,
I'm telling you.
my thing
He's
is,
from the
bro, let me
South.
tell y'all something.
I'm
I'm
telling
the
you.
elder statesman here. Pizza Hut stopped being Pizza Hut after they took away the salad bar and the buffet.
Yeah, I agree.
Stopped being Pizza Hut. And that's when my nose kind of turned when it came to Pizza Hut, man. It stopped being the Pizza Hut when you start going in there when they took away the arcade, they took away all of that, all of those amenities inside. So yeah, I'm starting Papa John's, benching Domino's, I'm cutting Pizza Hut, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's because of the South, bro.
Yeah,
It's
because
not
you
the
know
same.
it stopped
I'm
being
telling
Pizza
you,
Hut once they
it's
took
not
away
the same.
the salad bar buffet, man. When they took away the salad bar buffet with the little I think it was little beige cups they had in order to fill your soda.
The red cups, yeah, the
little red cups
Yeah.
and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I
It stopped
don't
being
eat
Pizza Hut,
salads
bro.
anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well,
Y'all
nobody
get
cutting
mad.
Domino's. We aight.
I'll take Domino's to start.
Okay.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at that. I like
It depends on what you bench though.
And that
Only like Domino's because of them cinnamon breadsticks and shit.
Them shit is heat, boy.
I mean, listen,
them
I'm
cheesy
more of a sweet dude. So like my favorite, I mean, I love alcohol, but one of my favorite vices is them damn Cinnabons. So anytime if I get like cinnamon sticks or whatever, I mean, I'm cool with it. What am I benching?
I used to work at Domino's. I used to make deep dish all the time.
You should
Chicago
do
deep
that. You should do that one episode of PSP with Cinnabon, Auntie Anne's.
I will.
That'll be-
I definitely
that'll
will.
be
Matter of
tough.
fact, I may do that for next week.
You gonna cause a war up in here?
That'll be tough, bro.
I would take Cinnabon any day of the week.
I
That's
love
just me.
cinnamon rolls, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Auntie Anne's so hard though, bro.
Champ,
when
I'm
that's
a
fresh
bench
off
Papa
the-
John's. I'm a bench Papa John's, and I'm a cut Pizza Hut though.
What?
Yeah, they go
See,
Brandon.
look, we
They
all
go
the
Brandon.
same
Yeah,
way.
y'all wildin'. Y'all
What is
wildin'.
it about you don't like about Papa John's, Brandon?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't had it in a minute. That's the thing. But there's no way.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, it's where we
Starting
from, man.
Papa John's
Yeah.
over freaking Pizza Hut. Like, what are we
It gotta
doing?
be
Pizza
where
Hut
we
being
from,
the hut
bro.
after they
It
took
gotta
away
be
the
where we
buffet.
from.
After they took away the pizza buffet, they stopped being the hut after that, bro.
But champ, nothing
Pizza
changed
Hut
with the
is-
Hold
pizza.
on,
Hut
hold
is
on, hold on,
terrible.
I might have to change my answer a little bit because I might have to bench Papa John's because Papa John's desserts, bro, that cookie thing.
Hey, that pan cookie.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what? I'm
That's good.
switching my answer. I'm benching Papa John's. I'm benching Papa John's. I'm cutting.
I haven't
Pizza
had
Hut.
it in a minute, so I
I'm
gotta
cutting
try
Pizza
it.
Hut.
So Luis, you're with me. You starting Domino's, bench
Yeah.
Papa John's. All right, cool,
The
cool.
dessert game just too strong, man.
Yeah,
Little
that's why
Caesars,
I
hold on,
picked
I got a
Domino's
question.
because of the.
It's the same thing Champ said, bro. I remember Pizza Hut back then. They used to have these like Hershey breadsticks with the chocolate sauce. They don't got that no
Yeah.
more, bro.
Question:
Yeah.
Little Caesars or Papa John?
Bro, I'm from the hood, bro. I'm from the hood,
Depending on
bro.
how
Little
much money I
Caesars
got.
unreliable.
Hey, I'm about to say
You know how
we
much
from the
money
hood.
I
I'm from the hood, bro. Like
That
Little
$5
Caesars
bar-
unreliable.
that
Hey,
$5
Brent,
box is undefeated, boy.
we'll do that for another day.
It's
Depending on how
We'll do
much
that.
money I
Yeah,
got.
for sure.
We'll do that for. All right, this one is a football one.
Football.
Champ, embrace yourself.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh, it's easy.
Ain't nobody, bitch. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Ain't
Oh
that a bitch?
my god, bro.
if I could,
Go ahead, Trey.
if I could, I'd cut all them sorry bastards. Well, if I could, I'd cut all them
Bro,
sorry
you
bastards,
know
but
what
I ain't
make
gonna
this
do
so
that.
you know what made this so bad? Kenny Pickett and Desmond Ritter were supposed to be the guys, and they're getting compared to a third string quarterback, bro. That is crazy.
The third string quarterback been out there for the last 4 weeks.
Oh
starting
my
Tommy
god, that
DeVito.
is crazy.
I'm starting Tommy
Go,
DeVito.
my bad. You go ahead. My bad.
I'm starting Tommy DeVito, chicken cutlets and all. I'm benching Kenny Pickett, small hands Pickett, and
You cutting Desmond Ritter?
man, you know, man, did you realize how many games Desmond Ritter done cost me this season? Bro, come on, man. Like I keep telling y'all, man, I will say it before and I will say it again. Desmond Ritter cannot pass gas if you fed him refried beans all night long, bro. He can't pass gas.
I'm crying, bro. I'm
Come
crying,
on, man.
Oh shit.
Oh
That
my
man
God.
said he could not pass gas. Come on.
If you fed him refried beans all night.
Oh shit. That shit was sad.
Last word. Last word.
Oh man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is crazy. We even talk. I'm starting Tommy DeVito though. It's crazy. I'm benching Kenny Pickett and I'm cutting Desmond Ritter.
Thank God.
Trey.
I'm starting Tommy DeVito. I'm a bench Kenny Pickett. I'm cutting Desmond Ritter.
All right, so far unanimous. Luis?
All right, well, fuck, we ain't doing that. Nah, man. I'm starting DeVito, benching Ritter. I'm cutting Pickett.
I ain't mad at it. Because Pickett hot garbage too, so.
Brandon.
Like I said, I wish I. If
I'm
it,
starting to.
like I said, if it was up to me, I'd cut all them sorry bastards. Just cut them all.
Oh, okay. Calm down, Trey. Remember, you gotta be
I'm
careful.
starting Ritter. No.
I was
You
about to
starting
say.
Ritter?
If
No,
you
I'm
start with
tripping.
her, bro, you might
I'm
as well
starting
just go ahead
DeVito.
and forfeit the whole season.
I'm starting DeVito. I'm benching Ritter. I'm cutting Pickett.
Lord have mercy. Desmond Ritter is a turnover machine. Kenny Pickett. A lot of times, I felt like Matt Canada was used as the scapegoat. Even without
Yes,
Matt
he
Canada,
was.
Kenny Pickett has been that bad. I'm starting DeVito. I'm benching Ritter. I'm cutting Pickett. I wish Kenny Pickett nothing but the best, but man, it's just bad. And unfortunately for Jay, his Steelers, you're gonna have to get yourself another quarterback. And one last one. Since it's the holiday season, we're gonna do a movie one. Hope y'all can see this one right here.
Be
Pick
in
one
my
from
alley
each
right
row.
here. This is what I make content on. Well, PSP, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a picture of this because I actually do want to make a video of this on my TikTok. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Each
There's
row.
some bangers on
Yeah,
this.
this is honestly what I make content on.
There's some bangers on this.
Can I go first? If y'all don't mind.
Yes, go ahead, Luis.
I actually want to hear what you got to say, Luis. I like your Power Rangers content, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
I think I'm annoying. I'm taking Home Alone from the first row. That to me is
Yeah,
unanimous.
for sure.
If you like A Christmas Story, I won't be mad at you. Wait, can you show it again? My bad. Show it again.
PC?
Yeah, second row is between Elf or the Grinch. I won't be mad if you take Elf, but I'll take the Grinch. And then the last one for me, The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one of the best films of all time, in my opinion.
All right. Last word.
I pretty much agree with everything Luis said, but Home Alone, I think the Grinch clears Elf. I'm not gonna hold you. I love the Grinch movie. I'm not gonna lie. I love that movie, man. Jim Carrey literally had one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Well, you taking Grinch over Home Alone?
Nah, I'm saying
No, he
wasn't
said he
Home
would
Alone
take
the
Grinch
first?
over Elf. He would take
Oh,
Grinch over Elf.
Oh, I thought he said because after he said Home Alone, he said Grinch clears. I was like, wait, what?
No.
They it was the two rows. So Home Alone, Grinch, and the last row, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd take that too.
All right, Brandon, do you want me to show you the row, or are you good with what you got?
I know the first two I'm doing Home Alone. Dang, it's either Polar Express, some of you getting, or the Grinch. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of them two, bro. I'm going the Grinch. Number two. What's the last one? Let me see the last one. Shoot.
Some classic
Dang.
movies down there. Rudolph, Frosty. Is that Die Hard?
Yeah, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yep.
I might go Frosty.
All right. Trey?
Very simple for me. Very simple. The Grinch, the Home Alone, and Die Hard.
And last but not least, Champ?
I'm mad you ain't got Batman Returns on here.
Yeah, this is the only one I could find as far as with the movies. But yes, I
had
would
to
have
mess
gone
with
with that one.
PSP. I had to mess with it just for a second. Christmas Story, The Grinch, and then Die Hard.
Like that.
Then
What about the
Batman
first?
Returns. Then
You're not
Batman
picking Home
Returns.
Alone?
Nah, I mean, like I said, I'm the elder statesman of this group, bro. So I gotta pick a Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye. You know that Red Rider rifle.
So yeah, go ahead, PSP. Before go ahead.
No, go ahead, Luis. Go ahead, Luis.
No, because that's gonna start up a debate. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start Home Alone. I'm gonna go with Home Alone. I like Elf. Elf wasn't that bad. I don't think it was better than Grinch, but I'm gonna go with Elf for me. And Die Hard with Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis one of my favorite actors. So I'm gonna go there.
Brandon, there's no way you look at that second row and see Grinch and Elf and was like, yeah, it's between Grinch and Polar Express. What the
Nah, because
what
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
hell?
Nah, bro, I watched the Polar Express so many times, bro.
It is
I ain't gonna
the
lie,
most overplayed, overrated Christmas movie of all
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
I
yeah, I
mean,
agree.
Nah, I'm not gonna
Polar
lie. That's
Express
Groundhog
wasn't
got ran over by
that.
rain.
Polar
I'm not
Express
gonna
wasn't
lie.
that bad, but it wasn't better than the Grinch.
Nah.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But anyway, folks, that concludes the rest of the Sports PSP podcast. I appreciate the panel for hopping by. Fellas, any last words?
Yeah, I would like to say that I want to put a hot take out there. Silent Night by The Temptations, the best Christmas song of all time. Didn't put that out there. But yeah, man.
I
Thanks
ain't
for
gonna lie,
having me
you
on
cooked with
PSP.
that one. I ain't gonna kiss you.
Luis?
Fins up. Yeah.
Oh, and also tell them where to follow y'all at.
Oh yeah, Loose Nose Tunes on TikTok and on YouTube. Gonna get the YouTube started up soon. On my YouTube, I got a couple tier lists I'm working on. Gonna do some Power Rangers tier lists, Looney Tunes tier list because Looney Tunes is my favorite cartoon of all time. Just a wide variety of content over there, so we gonna be locked in for sure.
All right. Brandon from the block, tell them where to follow you at, bro.
Oh yeah, BBand923 on IG, BBand923 on TikTok, and Brandon from the block on YouTube, as you can see right there.
No problem. Last word.
Yeah, always, my bro. Appreciate you for having me on, man. It's always good to be here. Y'all can follow me Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Last Word Productions everywhere. And if you also want to check out my other content, I do gaming and anime. You can follow me at That Boy T. That's my anime page, and gaming is _gaming. So y'all can check me out there.
Okay.
And of course, last but not least, saving the best for last, Champ.
The GOAT.
Shout out to my main man PSP. My Falcons lost last week, so I am living up to my bet. I got a shot of moonshine.
Oh.
And hey man, I want to toast to every last one of you guys. Happy holidays to every last one of you. PSP, thank you for having us on this show every single week. We appreciate you for inviting us. And on that note, follow me at Undisputed World Champ on TikTok, World Champ _2.0 on Instagram. And on that note, I will say toast, bottoms up.
Thank you. Oh, that is that's a good drink right there. And folks, if you're wondering, on a personal note, if you want to try it yourself, if you mix Corona's Light with Di Serrano, it actually does taste like Dr. Pepper. I actually tried that yesterday. So if you want to do a little experiment, yes, it does taste like Dr. Pepper. But on that note, fellas, happy holidays. Wish y'all nothing but the best. I know y'all going to do great and amazing things. I want to appreciate Casual, Hoopsters Podcast. Go check them out. My girl Maria, Trey, everyone else who hopped on the podcast. And on that note, we is out. And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, y'all. I'll be